live from Chartway Arena on the campus of Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. This is ODU men's basketball. Tonight, Sun Belt Conference action as the Monarchs play host to the Warhawks of ULM. Both teams have been struggling. Both teams trying to improve that tournament seeding when the event comes to Pensacola in March. Old Dominion 7-16 overall, 4-7 in Sun Belt Conference play, while the Warhawks of ULM are 3-20 this year, 0-11 in the league. And good evening, everyone. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf alongside here at Chartway Arena. Monarchs home for the first time in a couple of weeks. And Dennis, they're hoping the home cooking can get them back on track.
Well, the start of a 5-game home stand, Ted, that, is going to kind of make or break the Monarchs heading into the tournament. So it'd be great to get off to a quick start in this game and to get a win to start this homestand.
Our starting lineups are brought to you by Chartway Credit Union, the official credit union of Old Dominion Athletics. For the visiting ULM Warhawks and head coach Phil Cunningham in his first season, Christian Lewis is a 6'3", 185-pound sophomore from Monroe, Louisiana. He's their leading scorer at 16.6 per ball game. N.J. Russell is a 6'3", 195-pound redshirt junior from Coker, Alabama, averaging 16 points, 3.8 rebounds per contest. Lavelle Brodnex is a 6'5", 190-pound senior from Saginaw, Michigan, averaging 13 points, a team-high 8.5 rebounds a game. Raynar Sondors is a 6'9", 215-pound sophomore from Riga, Latvia, averaging 11 points and 4.5 rebounds per ball game. And rounding out the starting lineup for ULM is Alex Malafiev. He's a 6'5", 205-pound freshman from Moscow, Russia, averaging 6 points and 3 rebounds a game. Now for the Monarchs of Old Dominion University and second-year head coach Mike Jones. Robert Davis Jr., a 6'6", 190-pound junior from Detroit, averaging 10 points, 2.5 rebounds a game. Casey Shaw is a 6'4", 195-pound senior from Charlotte, averaging a team-best 16.6 points a game, 4.5 rebounds as well. L.J. Thomas is a 6'2", 205-pound senior from Plant City, Florida, averaging 10 points, 4 rebounds, and a team-high 3 assists a game. Cal Swanton Roger is a 7', 240-pound senior from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, averaging 7 points and 6 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Monarchs, Jordan Battle, the 6'2", 190-pound senior from right here in Norfolk. He's averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, and just under 3 assists per ball game. Monarchs are going to be wearing the Hudson blue uniforms with the white and dark blue trim. Old, the number Dominion on the front, just the numbers on the back. The Warhawks will wear the black uniforms with the gold and maroon trim. And Dennis, as the pregame festivities continue, there's a bit of tension in the air as well, where Monarchs realize, and Monarch Nation perhaps more so realizes, you can't let this one slip away.
Yeah, it's you don't want to play that way, Ted. You don't want to play like, hey, we have to win. You want to play loosely, play confidently. But for all of the fans, I'm sure there's an underlying thing that this is a must-win game.
Well, and the Monarchs need to get out of the bottom 4 because those teams all play day one down in Pensacola. And we know from last year, if you have too many games to play, you're begging for trouble. They caught fire in Pennsy last year, winning their first 3 games. But by the time they played Troy, they were just out of gas. Yeah, and you can understand it.
Well, you can't play that many times consecutively against Division I teams that, the talent is relatively equal and think that you're going to be able to keep winning.
Our officials tonight here in Norfolk, Steve Devine, Chuck McCoy, and Damon Williams. They will be at the controls of this. Our tip-off is presented by Chicho's. Chicho's has been serving more than pizza since 1968. Visit one of their 9 locations today. Fans continuing to file in. Monarchs beginning a 5-game homestand here in Norfolk tonight. They will be back here on Saturday night to play the Ohio Bobcats in the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. You'll remember the Monarchs opened their season at Miami of Ohio. They'll take on the Bobcats of Ohio this Saturday night with a 7 o'clock tip-off. Tonight's Monarchs ULM game is presented by Delta Dental. Delta Dental of Virginia has been administering benefits for 60 years. When you combine our experience with the largest provider networks, best-in-class products, and award-winning customer service, that means affordable, easy-to-use benefits for you, your family, and your employees. All right, the Warhawks will be moving from right to left towards the world's largest naval base. And the Monarchs in the Hudson Blues tonight will be moving left to right toward downtown Norfolk. Warhawks is a flying machine, and that's what's pictured on the front of these jerseys. And they'll try and fly off to a fast start looking for their first conference win of the season. They are 0-11. Everybody getting into position here at Chartway Arena. Time to rock and roll, folks. See if the Monarchs can get off to a fast start back home for the first time in a couple of weeks. Tap controlled by the Monarchs. L.J. Thomas into the front court. Headman pass to Cal Swanton. Roger throws it up off balance. It's no good, and we go the other way.
And that was a set play that looked like Monroe was ready for, Ted.
Russell now against the Monarchs man-to-man. Gets the ball to Lavelle Brodnex. He's got 6 double-doubles. Right-hand wing is Christian Lewis. He's got the basketball as their leading scorer. Brodnex looking downstairs. Brings it back to Lewis. A long 3 is good. And a nice start for our visitors from Monroe, Louisiana.
Well, Lewis is a talented kid, Ted. And again, Cal got caught on a switch with him, and he hit a deep 3.
And remember, they hit 19 threes in a game against South Alabama earlier this season. Here's Robert Davis Jr., left-hand side. Casey Shaw spins to the baseline, fades and fires and hits. Casey Shaw averages 16 a game, hits his first shot here from the left baseline, and it's 3-2 ULM. MJ Russell with the basketball against the Davis man-to-man. Chest pass to Lewis on the right-hand side. Dribble handoff, gets the ball to Malafev. They work it around the perimeter to Brodnex. Brodnex to Malafev, right-hand side. This is Lewis. Lewis over Cal for 3. That's no good. Offensive rebound. Brodnex put back good.
And that's where he does a lot of work, Ted. And he missed a couple of games, and they missed him when he wasn't playing.
5-2 ULM, a minute and a half into it here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Jordan Battle looking for Robert Davis Jr. Finds him on the right wing, guarded by Malafev. Robert Davis Jr. back to LJ into the corner. Jordan Battle doesn't shoot over the Warhawk quite yet. Gets it to LJ. LJ loses the basketball, stolen by Brodnex. Brodnex 1-on-2, takes it all the way down, gets fouled as he misses the layup. Monarchs tentative on the offensive end there, and Brodnex took advantage with a steal, and that turnover will lead to free throws for ULM.
Way too much standing by the Monarchs on the offensive end.
And I think they're going to have a look at this, perhaps, to see if it was a flagrant foul, Dennis.
I mean,
sort of the breakaway. Did they push him illegally?
It looked like he reached in and tried to get a hand on the ball, Ted. Maybe we'll see the replay here on the monitor.
We mentioned the fact that the Monarchs are home for their next 5, a real opportunity for Old Dominion here at Chartway Arena. But sometimes it's interesting. They don't do their best shooting here in this building. Those numbers tell you they're better shooters on the road.
So I think the foul was called on LJ, and it looked like KC did something like he was grabbing the guy or something at the end here. Yeah, that's probably what they're looking at. He did.
I don't think that's flagrant foul material at all.
Slightly pushed him. It doesn't.
So what did they call right here?
Common foul, I think.
So yeah, there was nothing. Come on. The foul called on LJ though, because it's going to be free throws for Brodnex.
Do you think in the next life you might come back as a college referee? Is there a chance of that?
Yes, there's a chance of everything. So since you aren't going to tell me who the foul was on, I'll do a little research here.
It was on LJ, I believe.
Thank you so much. Brodnex hits the first free throw.
You're going to have to shame me into telling you the foul.
That's to shame you into information, and it works. All right, Brodnex hits the first. He's got 3. Second one, no good. The rebound's bat tap. Malafev from the left wing. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Robert Davis Jr. of Old Dominion. 6-2 for ULM here in the early going. Battle with the basketball. Goes to L.J. Thomas, who's picked up that first foul. He's on the left wing. Dribbling, picks up the dribble. Where is he going to go with it? One bounce to Cal. Low blocks, left-hand side. He works toward the bucket, takes it to the hole, misses the layup, taps it in.
And that's where they have to go, Ted. And Cal has to stay with it. He's missed 2 point blank already, but that was a good follow.
6-4 ULM, 17:35 to play. First half action here from Chartway Arena. Brodnex hands the basketball to Russell. MJ brings it outside to Christian Lewis. Lewis to Malafed, back to Lewis on the right-hand corner. Will he shoot over Cal? Drive right baseline. Drive and dish, and Broadnex flashes it and fluffs it.
Well, it's a terrible defense by LJ. He was ball watching, and this guy just cut right in front of him.
Broadnex with 5, and it's 8-4 ULM. 17-10 to go in the first half here in Norfolk. LJ Thomas between the circles, playing way off of his Christian Lewis. LJ to the foul line, burrows in, loops it back, pass deflected, horrible pass, another turnover, and down the other end with another slam is MJ Russell.
Yeah, LJ is off to a rough start here, Ted. He's turned the ball over, and he just really looks sluggish.
Zach Wiggins is at the scorer's table, and it's 10-4. Again, the Monarchs have done nothing to get this crowd into it. First time the fans have seen their team in a couple of weeks here at home. Here's Shaw into the paint, throws it up wildly. That's what the Monarchs do when they're horrible, and they're just that to start this game. 16.5 to go in the half, 10-4 ULM. Left-hand side, here's Raiders for 3. That's way off the mark. Rebound, though, Broadnex. Another 30 seconds. Here's another jumper. That long one's no good. Luckily, the Warhawks are a little off the mark here in the early going, but they still lead it 10-4. Here's Thomas to Jordan Battle. His right wing 3. In and out, no good. Rebound to Rainer Saunders of ULM, and we move right to left into the front court with 16 minutes to go in the half. Throwing it up, and in is Christian Lewis. He's got 5, and Mike Jones is going to call a 30-second timeout that they'll turn into a full. Not the start the Monarchs were looking for here at home. 15:59 to play in the first half. ULM 12, Old Dominion 4. This is Monarch basketball. Back to Chartway Arena in Norfolk in a moment. But first, this message from Team Monarch partner Pepsi. Pepsi, now that's what I like.
Clear. That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting,
well,
more refreshing.
Not the best start for the home team. And Dennis, this is what we've seen out of these guys when they don't play well.
Pure
turnovers, and then lackadaisical defense.
Good,
so points off turnovers, again, a stat that's climbing.
Well, and you know, the last play, Ted, was just a straight line drive where
Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Robert Davis Jr. did nothing to stop the penetration.
Ashley has your ultimate game plan to bring home the style and comfort and create your perfect space to entertain this season. Score big savings on everything for your home with hundreds of styles in stock and ready for delivery from Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Shop all 6 Ashley in the new Ashley outlets in Hampton Roads and start saving big today.
Life gets hectic, but with Bon Secours, it's never been easier to stay engaged in your healthcare your way. Whether in person or virtually, for you and everyone that depends on you. Through MyChart, you can now schedule and get access to care whenever, wherever, and however you need it. Bon Secours, healthcare for the universe of you.
10 seconds.
MyChart.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf at Chartway Arena, 15:59 to play in our first half. ULM off to the start you're always looking for when you're on the road. They lead the Monarchs 12-4.
You know, they've had more energy. You know, they haven't been able to keep Broadnex off the offensive glass, and he's had a couple of putbacks, and he's kept a couple of possessions alive. They need to really up their energy level right here, Ted.
5 points, 4 rebounds already for Lavelle Broadnex. Here's Casey Shaw. Pass Broadnex, reverse layup, no good. Rebound Saunders gets the ball to Russell. MJ Russell against Zach Wiggins, who's into the ballgame. To Saunders down the right side. He goes. Burrows layup, no good. Rebound tapped into the corner. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Monarchs.
Well, again, the guy's able to dribble, penetrate right to the basket, and the Warhawks out-hustle the Monarchs to keep the possession alive.
Donovan Raymond into the ball game for Cal Swanton Roger. 20 on the shot clock. Inbounds play from Christian Lewis. Deep in the left-hand corner. Gets the ball back from Saunders. Lewis puts it on the deck. One-hand push pass to Russell at the top. In the right-hand corner, we've got steps called against Malaviv. And that's a turnover for the Warhawks with 15:31 to go. First half action, 12-4. ULM leads ODU here in ORF. One bounce to Raymond at the top of the circle. Guarded by Saunders, hands the ball off to Robert Davis Jr. Left-hand side, Casey Shaw. Fakes left, goes right, back to Davis Jr. Straightaway three. That's a long one that's no good. Rebound, Wiggins battles for it, but knocks it out of bounds. ULM basketball, and in will come Scotty Hubbard for Jordan Battle.
And that's, to me, that's way too far out, Ted. You got to get yourself somewhere where you're going to have a relatively easier shot than that.
Lewis into the front court, almost double dribbles, hands it to Broad next. Now Malaviv, left-hand side, Lewis, one bounce down the left blocks, and that's a jumper that's no good, but a foul is going to be called as MJ Russell had great position downstairs and draws another foul.
Well, this is what a lot of teams do, Ted. They, when someone is guarded by Robert Davis Jr., whoever it is, they take him down into the post, and he was behind them and fouled them.
2 shots for MJ Russell, a 72% free throw shooter. His first one is good, and it's 13-4 ULM. Jordan Battle back in for KC Shaw. Fans trying to come alive here at the urging of the DJ, and the second one rattles out, and it comes down to Scotty Hubbard. So it's Hubbard and Battle and Raymond and Wiggins and Davis Jr. on the floor for Mike Jones and the Monarchs, trailing 13-4. Here's Wiggins to the foul line. Now down the left-hand side, stripped of the basketball, but fouled as he went up with the left hand. He'll go to the line for the first Monarch free throws of the night.
And that's something that Zach brings to the table, Ted, his ability to kind of get his body up into the defender and draw fouls.
Zach Wiggins, a 6'4", 200-pound freshman from Greensboro, averaging 5.5 points a game. Looking to get his first points of this contest. First one, no good. Monarchs a 72% free throw team. Missing their first one here. Scoring drought of 254 for Old Dominion. ULM on a 7-0 scoring run. Second one is up and good, so Wiggins has his first point, and it's a 13-5 ULM lead. Monarchs will go to full court pressure here as Broadnex will try and bring the ball in, and Jared Turner into the ball game. They go small.
And I think that's a pretty good move by Coach Jones. He's going to try to get them to pick their energy level up. It looks, and I've thought this before, like ULM has pretty good guard play, Ted, so it might be hard to really totally rattle them.
Broadnex on the right blocks, guarded by Hubbard. Bangs into him, goes out to Malafiv. He puts it on the deck, takes it to the hole, throws it up with the right hand. No good, but he's drawn the foul. Again, put your head down and try and draw the foul, and they accomplish that. Turner picks up his first. Monarchs just 2 for 8 from the field to start this thing, 0 for 2 from 3. And here comes Alex Malafiv, a 60% free throw shooter. Average 6 points a game, the 6'5" freshman from Moscow. First one up with the right hand, no good. No field goals for the Monarchs in the last 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Shot selection hasn't been very good either. One more free throw for Malafi. Up with the right hand. Good. So he goes 1 for 2, and it's a 14-5 ULM lead. 14.5 to play in the first half. Monarchs need to jumpstart this engine because we're hearing nothing but at this point. Hubbard on the left side will take a wing three. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Saunders. Quickly gets it to Malafi into the front court as they drive from right to left. This is Russell, left-hand corner. Lewis puts it on the deck, takes it to the hole, throws it up, no good. Had a good look at the runner, but couldn't get it to go. Battle has it, racing from left to right into the front court with his team down 14-5. Battle has the ball knocked out of bounds. Monarchs will inbound with 23 to shoot, 14 to go in the half.
And we've kind of morphed back into each guy trying to do it himself, Ted, as opposed to trying to make a play for someone else.
Battle will inbound, baseline left. Swanton Roger back in for Scotty Hubbard. Jordan's got the basketball, loops it into Cal on the left wing. A dribble and a handoff back to Battle. Battle puts it on the deck, goes back to Cal. Nice look for Cal. Reverse layup is no good, but he got fouled. He'll go to the line after being hammered by Rainer Saunders.
But that's the right play, and any pressure they can put on Saunders, they don't have a lot of depth up in the 5 spot, and if they can get him in foul trouble, it will be a big bonus for them.
2 free throws for Cal Swanton Roger, always the first guy on the floor before a game. Free throws good. He's got 3 points and 1 rebound. He'll get 1 more. Drew McKenna into the ball game for Old Dominion for Jared Turner. So you've got Davis Jr., Battle, Swanton Roger, Wiggins, and McKenna. Second free throw. Good for Cal Swanton Roger. He goes 2 for 2, and it's a 14-7 ball game. 13:50 to play in the first half. Monarchs trying to awake from slumber. Brodnex hands the ball off. This is Dylan Diaz into the ball game. They go to the left blocks. This is Russell going to work against McKenna. Can't get away. That's good defense, too. Cutting Diaz. Blocked by Swanton Roger, but the Monarchs knock it out of bounds. Great block.
A good job by Cal helping out, but again, you can't get face cut like that and allow the guy a straight line to the basket on a cut.
10 to shoot for ULM. Baseline left inbounds play for Lewis. Lewis gets it into Brodnex in the left-hand corner, guarded by McKenna. Jab step against Drew, steps back, fires a 3, no good. Rebound Jordan Battle, battling there nicely against Ayomide Bamashala. Into the front court, Jordan Battle of Old Dominion, the transfer from Coastal Carolina. McKenna goes to Wiggins on the left wing. Now to Battle at the top. 17 to shoot for Old Dominion. Jordan takes it behind his back. Still top of the circle. Thinking about Cal. 1 bounce to Swanton Roger. High post left-hand side. Hands it off to Battle. Offensive foul against Swanton Roger.
You can almost see that coming, Ted. He wasn't in the good position to hand the ball off.
14-7. ULM's led all the way. 13:06 to go first half. K.C. Shaw back on the lineup along with Zach Wiggins, Cal Swanton Roger, Drew McKenna, and Jordan Battle. They're defending the goal to our left against the ULM team that's 3-20 this year, 0-11 in the league. Dylan Diaz with the basketball. Tatted up left shoulder, using the left hand to get the ball to the left wing. Looping pass now to Bamishala. He goes back to Lewis. Lewis uses the screen and then takes the elbow jumper and hits it. 7 for Christian Lewis. Nice work off the screen.
And Christian Lewis is a good player, Ted. He's averaging a lot of points, but he's kind of under control with his game.
16-7, ULM leads. Here's McKenna driving to the left blocks. Awful pass, stolen there. And here comes the slam at the other end from MJ Russell. Horrible pass, predictable pass, and predictable outcome. It's 18-7 ULM. 12:15 to go. Fans sitting on their hands. It's like they're watching opera here at Chartway. Downstairs to Swanton Roger. He flushes it at the other end with a high valve jacked up jam. Go to highvalve.com for all your hydraulic needs. 18-9.
And a good high-low pass by Drew McKenna that time.
11:55 to play in the half. 18-9 at the other end into the left-hand corner. They moved the ball quickly. Diaz goes to Russell, almost loses it, but regathers by the midcourt stripe. Now gets another screen, more of a football block right there. Elbow jumper, good. No one's picking up MJ Russell. He's got 7, and it's 20-9.
They're playing what they're calling this drop coverage, and they're able to get right inside the defense.
How about horrible defense? That's what I'd call it. Here's K.C. Shaw at the top of the circle. Chest pass to Battle on the right-hand side. Spins into the lane, at the foul line, turns, says, I'm going to get mine. Misses the jumper. Rebound comes down to Brodnex. Nothing working for Old Dominion here at the 11-14 mark. Davis, elbow jumper. That's no good. Offside rebound, McKenna. McKenna brings it across himself. Going coast to coast. Steps through defenders. Layup good. Drew McKenna's first field goal is a coast-to-coaster.
And that's where he can really tickle you with his ability. He does a lot of things pretty well and just hasn't been able to get the whole package together.
20-11 ULM, 10:50 to play in our first half. Another screen, and here we go down the right-hand side with Russell. MJ Russell finds Brodnex, brings it back outside to Lewis. Christian Lewis backs it up against Zach Wiggins man-to-man. It's another screen. That should have been a foul right there. Not called. Jumper no good. Rebound Swanton Roger. And here comes Battle with the basketball. Quickly leading the charge into the front court to our right in the Hudson Blue uniforms. Gets the ball to Cal. Cal gets fouled by Brodnex, and that'll be his second. And that'll bring us to a timeout. 10:24 to play in the first half. Monarchs still stuck in first gear. They're trailing ULM here in Norfolk, 20-11. This is the ODU Sports Network.
ODU fans want to win it?
Clear.
Challenge accepted. Atlantic Bay helps you score more, financing your dream home to build a strong financial future with our smooth loan process, products for every home buyer, and outstanding service that treats you like an MVP long after the closing table. We take pride in helping ODU fans. So if a new home or refinance is in your game plan, call Atlantic Bay today. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, LLC, NMLS number 72043.
The ODU Student Propeller Club has a $5,000 check that they're presenting.
Hey, Monarch fans! If your game plan for this season includes buying or selling a home, we have you covered. Howard Hanna is an official real estate partner of Old Dominion Athletics. Howard Hanna is the #1 family-owned and operated real estate company in the United States, with 20 offices and over 700
Dennis, I'm going to ask you your food for thought here when we return.
Howard Hanna delivers a winning strategy to help make your home ownership dreams a reality. Make your next move.
Had a little sauce on it, young man.
100% money
sauce from Dennis. That's what you get all the time.
With Howard Hanna, we'll get you more.
19.
At Chartway, we're not just about the dollars and cents.
10.
We're about dreams, diplomas, and making our community shine. And we've got the numbers to back it up. Over $17 million to be exact. Because of our members, we've supported scholarships, financial wellness, children in need, and so much more. Because it's never been about banking. It's about giving our members and our community every opportunity to
10 seconds.
So join us and let's shine together.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Food Lion, and it's time for our Food Lion Food for Thought. Dennis Wolf, what do you think of the first 9:36 of this one?
To be honest with you, Dad, I don't think much of it. This is as stagnant as the Monarchs have looked in the last 2 or 3 weeks starting a game. You know, they're doing a lot of standing around, and, you know, they haven't guarded particularly well, and they've, at least to this point, gave the Warhawks a chance to build some confidence.
20-11, ULM leads. Monarch basketball, LJ Thomas loops it into Cal. Foul line extended left side. Hands it back to LJ. LJ right-hand side. KC Shaw takes it to the hole, misses the shot off glass, and the rebound comes down to Lewis. Lewis, headman pass to Diaz. Loses it out of bounds with some good defense from Jared Turner at the other end. Thomas, Swanton Roger, Turner, Battle, and Shaw on the floor for Mike Jones and Old Dominion, trailing ULM by 9. Nearing the midway point of the first half. Lewis to inbound, baseline right, looking, still looking. Brings it in, gets the ball right back on the right wing. Goes into the right-hand corner, drives right baseline, gets bottled up there, double team, pass down low, turning, firing, blocked by Swanton Roger, bottled up, Bamy Shala. And here's Battle, left-hand corner, wide open three, Jared Turner, no good, a little long, but there's KC battling the big fella, Bamy Shala. And they'll get a jump ball, and that ball will go to ULM with 9:53 to play in the half. Iomide Bamy Shala is a 6'7" redshirt sophomore from Lagos, Nigeria. Now, some of the screens he's setting, Dennis, at the other end look violent to me. Why aren't those being whistled? I mean, he looks like Jeff Saturday plowing into Aaron Donald.
Wow. I think the refs probably think he's been set, Ted. So we will keep an eye on that.
Malafev has the basketball between the circles, guarded by Scotty Hubbard's back in the ball game. Now by Turner. Chest pass right-hand side, Christian Lewis. Hands the ball off to Diaz, catches, fires, misses. Rebound, Jared Turner. Turner quickly gets the ball to Battle. Battle in fifth gear, into the front court to our right. Pulls up the dribble, goes back to Turner. Turner, one dribble back to Battle. Battle to the elbow, back to Turner. Right-hand side, LJ Thomas. Thomas working to get Turner open. Turner has the ball back to LJ. LJ gets down to the left block, turns, fires, and hits.
And probably the best ball movement they've had so far, Ted.
20-13, Old Dominion within 7 at the 9-10 mark. Warhawks wanted an offensive foul there, but looked like more of a flop. Here's Sondors, left-hand side, Lewis. Lewis on the wing. Is he going to shoot it? No, he's going to go one bounce to Sonders, who picks up both pivot feet and finds a cutting Diaz. They throw it away. It comes to Jordan Battle. Turnover, Warhawks. Possession, Old Dominion. Old Dominion, alley-oop. There it goes to KC Shaw. Finally, an alley-oop works for the Monarchs. Off the turnover, Battle to Shaw. The flush, good for 2. And the Monarchs are within 5 at 20-15.
And that's the most energetic play on both ends they've had so far, Ted.
And Phil Cunningham has called for a 30-second timeout. Monarch basketball presented in part by Bon Secours. That's right, the men's hoop season is presented by Bon Secours. With Bon Secours, it's never been easier to stay engaged in your healthcare your way. Bon Secours, primary specialty in emergency care for the universe of you. 20-15. Monarchs have crawled their way back into this thing, Dennis. We've seen their best play of the half in the last couple of minutes. What have you seen?
Well, it started on the defensive end. There's been a little more intensity by everybody, and that led to a turnover and a run out and a good decision by Jordan Battle. So they got to dig in on defense, and maybe that'll give them a little more of a push on the offensive end.
Monarchs have 4 turnovers. Warhawks have turned those miscues into 7 points. Meanwhile, they've forced 2 ULM turnovers. They've got 2 points off those miscues. All right, Lewis into the front court, guarded man-to-man by Battle. Malafide back to Lewis on the right-hand side. They work the perimeter. Malafide between the circles, straight away, guarded by LJ. Gets a screen, then goes back to Saunders. Saunders, right-hand side. Lewis into the right-hand corner. Working down there is Micah Castor. Gets it back to Lewis. 6 to shoot. Malafide from the left elbow. He'll fire, and he'll miss. And a blocking foul will be called on Casey Shaw. A little hip check there on Castor, and Casey's going to pick up the personal. That'll be the 5th on the Monarchs.
And there was really no need for that, Ted. He was in position to get the rebound. The Monarchs changed up a little bit and went to a 2-3 zone, and I think it was a smart move because it got them to be standing around.
Shaw out, Davis Jr. in, Lewis to inbound for ULM. Gets the ball back in the corner. They double team him there, but a nice pass gets to Saunders. Now Castor. Russell, MJ Russell, 10 to shoot. Down the left-hand side he goes. Turns, spins, fires, way off the mark. Scotty Hubbard the rebound. Hubbard and Battle and Davis Jr. and Turner and Thomas on the floor for Mike Jones. Down by 5, under 8 to play. First half action from Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Here's LJ, takes it into the paint, back to Turner, left wing 3, no good. Everybody keeps waiting for those Monarch threes to fall, but they don't. But they're sleeping at the other end, and down hard goes Rainer Saunders. Sort of hung on the rim, no contact really. There was a foul called on Turner, and he goes down hard.
I couldn't see, Ted, if he hit his head or not. It looks like he's holding his head.
I think he hung on the rim a little bit and then fell hard. Might have been his head. 20-15 our score with 7:50 to play in the half. Athletic trainer Jason Mitchell quickly out to take a look at the Warhawk. Saunders, the 6'9 sophomore from Riga, Latvia. He's holding his left side of his head. And we will have a timeout, and we will take it with 7:46 to play in our first half. ULM leads Old Dominion here in Norfolk 20-15 on the ODU Sports Network.
At Centera, our health every day. And when it comes to your health, the best defense starts with a strong offense. That's why Centera Health Plans provide quality care and coverage for individuals, families, and businesses of all sizes. Our members benefit from progressive plans and products, including access to virtual care, health and wellness programs, and even special discount programs. Centera Health Plans is the trade name of Centera Health Plans, Centera Health Insurance Company, Centera Health Administration Incorporated, and Centera Behavioral Health.
ULM in a scoring
Looking
crowd
for the perfect spot to chill, catch up with friends, and dig into some amazing food? Look no further than Chicho's. Since 1968, Chicho's has been serving more than just pizza. Whether you're craving their mouth-watering dishes, ice-cold drinks, or just want to kick back and watch the game, they've got you covered. Don't miss out on Wednesday's 99-cent wings from 5 to 9 p.m. That's right, just 99 cents.
Get up now.
Plus, with karaoke,
walk
trivia, and live
power.
music all week, there's always something fun happening at Chicho's.
Sure,
where
part
the
of
food is hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Visit one of Chicho's 9 locations today.
Well, you know, you're off your feet.
Lifetime oil changes. There's a little bit of fear. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections, lifetime emergency towing, a 3-day money-back guarantee, and a seamless one-person, one-price, 1-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge, only at Checkered Flag.
I give them a look of gratitude.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Under Armour, proud to outfit Old Dominion University basketball in the world's most innovative footwear, uniforms, and training gear. Visit UA.com today to see Under Armour's full range of performance gear and footwear. Rayners Saunders has gotten up and left the courts under his own power. Dennis, what were the referees just saying?
I think they were saying that the Monarchs can pick from the 4 guys that were remaining on the court who's going to shoot the free throws in place of Saunders.
The foul will be on Jared Turner. That'll be his second. He's the first player to have 2 fouls. Monarchs 16 fouls at the 7:46 mark. ULM with just 3 team fouls. And they're going to send Micah Castor, an 80% free throw shooter, to the line. Kind of surprised they didn't send the 2 for 6 on the season, Bamashali. But here's Micah Castor, the 6'2 sophomore from McIntosh, Alabama, missing the first. So they know much more than I. He'll get one more. 20-15, ULM leads Old Dominion. And that one's good. Largest lead was 11. It's now 6 as Castor has his first point, 21-15. Robert Davis Jr. turns on Castor's man-to-man defense. Now to L.J. Thomas. He's picked up by Wiggy Ball, who's into the ball game. Thomas into the corner. Open 3. Jordan Battle and rims the basket. No good. Offensive rebound. Chased down by Cal. Knocked out of bounds by ULM. Old Dominion basketball thanks to Swanton Rogers' hustle.
And a number of these guys are off to tough starts for the Monarchs here. Jordan Battle, Casey Shaw, Robert Davis. They so far haven't had a lot going on.
Thomas to the hole, draws the foul, misses the layup. And he'll get a couple of free throws out of this. I want to remind you that McDonald's has a Buckets for Nuggets promotion. If ODU hits 6 3-pointers in tonight's game, everybody in attendance and listening wins 6 free McNuggets with a $2 minimum purchase. All you have to do is download the McDonald's app to redeem. Keep listening during tonight's game to see if everybody wins. Monarchs are going to have some work to do. They are thus far 0 for 6 from 3. First free throw from L.J. Thomas is good. He's got 3 points, looking for one more to pull Old Dominion within 4. He's got it. 21-17, 7:20 to go. Fans here in Norfolk, first time they've seen their team in a couple of weeks, looking for something to go nuts about. Monarchs haven't given them much, but they're crawling back into this first half after being down by as many as 11. Here comes M.J. Russell to the foul line. Rises, fires, and hits.
You know, he's navigating that screen in such a way that he's going to have a wide-open 15-footer.
Thomas tries to bring the ball back, but he's fouled on the way, and that'll be against Bamashala. That'll be his first. And it's a non-shooting foul, so the Monarchs will inbound. Baseline right, 24 to shoot, 6:57 to play in the half. A sleepy half for the homestanding Monarchs. Bring the ball in. Awful pass from Thomas. Stolen away by Malafeeve, and he drives and lays it up and in. Soft as a baby's bottom pass.
Well, LJ has been totally out of sync since the start of this game, Ted, and he's turned the ball over that has led to basket a number of times.
25-17, ULM leads ODU. Here's Battle in the left-hand corner. Stops and pops, and it doesn't drop. And the rebound comes to the far side. Robert Davis Jr. brings it back outside to LJ. LJ against Wiggy Ball's man-to-man. Snap pass to Battle on the left-hand side. Goes behind his back against Castor. Now Robert Davis Jr. from the wing. No good. And the rebound is chased down by Cal Swanton Roger. Cal looking for somebody. Hands it off to Battle. 17 to shoot. 6:15 to play in the half. Battle puts it on the deck. Jump move in the paint. And he's going to draw the foul, and that'll be number 6 against ULM at the 6:12 mark. Monarchs no field goals, Dennis, in the last 2.5 minutes.
Well, and I think this last play, Ted, we've talked about Robert Davis Jr. You know, he's not working, at least from where I'm sitting, hard enough to get himself in position for better shots.
Sorry, Dennis, go ahead.
No.
Bring it into Swanton Roger. Hands it back to Jordan. Jordan Battle, top of the circle now, going to work on Wiggy Ball. Left-hand side, Casey Shaw drives baseline, and did he step on the end line? Yes, he did. It's another turnover for Old Dominion at the 6:04 mark. Coming up, Monarch basketball halftime report. We'll hear from James Robinson, who has the scout on tonight's game with our view from the bench. Jack Lowe will get us caught up on Sun Belt Conference basketball scores and the ODU women's score. They're playing tonight. And we'll run down the stats. All coming up, Monarch basketball halftime report 5:46 from right now. Ball gets the ball to Russell. Russell's got a game-high 9 points, but he turns it over there to Jordan Battle. Battle drives and slams it home.
And the Monarchs are in that 2-3 zone now.
First field goal for Jordan Battle brings Old Dominion to within 25-19 with 5.5 to go in the half. Ball. Monarchs in that zone, as Dennis mentioned. Russell, long three, brick, no good, but Malafie's there with the offensive rebound. The putback, no good. Swanton Roger clears the carom this time to Robert Davis Jr. into the front court on the right-hand side, cuts to the middle of the floor, just past to Battle. Battle back to Robert Davis. Jab step against Carter, puts it on the deck, pulls up at the elbow, now to Zach Wiggins. Wiggins to the foul line, left-hand side, Battle. Here's a three, no good. Rebound comes down to the big fella, Bami Shala of ULM. It's a ball into the front court on the right side. Back to Russell now on the left. Foul line, Bami Shala puts it on the deck. Pascal. Shot fake doesn't work. Malafiev can't get the ball. It's tipped around and grabbed by Ball into the corner. Here's Castor's three. That's good. Oh, Monarchs couldn't get the loose ball. Warhawks could. And it's a three for Micah Castor.
And that sums up the first half so far, Ted. They've been a little bit late to everything.
28-19. ULM leading Old Dominion. Warhawks looking for their first win in the league. Here's Battle to the elbow, into the paint. Burrows his way to the left side. Shot swatted away. Comes to Wiggins, down to Shaw. Shaw into the corner. Battle will hoist a three from there and hit it. Finally, the Monarchs get a three to fall. First one of the night. And it's 28-22 with 4:05 to go. ULM on top. First half. Ball into the front court. On the wing. Now to Castor on the right side. Back to Ball with 15 to shoot, 3:51 to play in the half. Ball to Castor, quickly into the left-hand corner to Russell. MJ Russell, game's leading scorer. Just past Robert Davis Jr., but misses the dunk. Here's Battle leading a 3-on-2. Jordan waits for his mates. Thinks about Cal at the top. Holds his hands open to Cal. Swanton Roger misses the dunk, but he's fouled on the way to the hole with 3:32 to go in the half. 28-22, ULM leads Old Dominion. Media timeouts. Free throws for Cal Swanton Roger when we return on the ODU Sports Network.
At ODU Global, clear is as unique as you are. Whether it's day one or a do-over, whether you're following the footsteps of a legacy or charting your own course, we help you get the most from your prior credits and military or work experience so you can get your degree faster. ODU Global. Education for where you are and where you want to go for your world. Apply at online.odu.edu today. That's ODU Global. Apply at online.odu.edu today.
At the Fish and Pig, they have the finest from land and sea. Savory smoked barbecue and flavorful fresh seafood.
With the next foul will be over the free throw limit or the foul limit. So it'll be shots.
They're located at 119 West
3:32 to go. All right, Dennis, where you need to get to. It's a 6-point deficit.
For all the details,
well, I think you want to obviously narrow it as much as you can in this last 3 minutes. And
parties like the
go in either tied or ahead and kind of
Atlantic
wash
orthopedic
this first half where they
keep you
played
moving
very
and doing
poorly.
what you love. As the
away
region's largest,
and come
most
out with a
comprehensive
little
orthopedic practice, they've been serving Hampton Roads for over
purpose to
100
start the
years.
second half.
Multiple
Monarchs
locations
1 for
across Hampton
9
Roads,
from
24
3-point
positions,
range. ULM
8 different specialties,
2 for
spine
10.
scoliosis, sports medicine,
Monarchs
hand
5
to
for
shoulder,
6
total
from the
joint
foul line.
replacement,
ULM
foot and
4
ankle,
for 8.
orthopedic oncology,
6 to 3.
pain
Old Dominion
management, physical
twice
therapy,
as many
and with their
turnovers.
AOS
Those
now
6
walk-in
blunders
clinics,
led to
no
9
appointment is
ULM
necessary.
points.
As leaders in orthopedic health,
And the thing is,
Atlantic
against a team that struggles, you don't want to give them anything. And the Monarchs have given them 6 turnovers.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network.
Coming back.
94.1.
28-22, ULM leads ODU. 3:32 to go in the half. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf here. In our Monarch Game Day studios, it's Jack Lowe. And Dennis, what's your talk to the team right now? What do you say to them?
You know, we haven't played the way we would like to this point, but what we got to do is close out these last 3.5, make winning plays, and go in minimum tied at halftime.
Swanton Roger on the free throw line as we come back. Cal has 6 points and 5 rebounds, and he'll get a couple of freebies right here. First one rattles out, no good. Swanton Roger, Davis Jr., L.J. Thomas, Jordan Battle, and Zach Wiggins on the floor for Old Dominion. Second foul shot, good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line. It's 28-23 ULM. It'll be Russell and Lewis. And let's see, Diaz on the floor along with Ayomide Bamishala. Lewis with the basketball, guarded man-to-man by Jordan Battle over the timeline on the right-hand side in front of the Monarch bench. Brings the ball now to Russell. MJ Russell, 9 points in this first half, guarded by Zach Wiggins. Gets a screen from Bamishala, left-hand side. Malafev, now to Lewis. Lewis with 8 to shoot. Finds some space. Long three, off the backboard, no good. But there's Bamishala coming up, and they tie him up, and it'll be Monarch basketball with 3:03 to play. Another loose ball that the Monarchs couldn't come up with cleanly, but they get the tie-up. Possession arrow in their favor, so Drew McKenna will inbound it to L.J. Thomas with 3:03 to go, and the Monarchs down 5. Old Dominion just 1 for 9 from 3. 8 for 24 overall shooting this half. Here's LJ down the left-hand side. Brings it back to Drew McKenna. McKenna eschews the 3. Takes it to the left-hand blocks. Over dribbling. Spinning. Finally brings it back to LJ with 12 to shoot. Thomas on the wing. Now to Jordan Battle at the top. Battle stopping and starting and takes it into the paint. Goes to LJ. LJ spins and fires and misses. And the rebound comes down to Malafev. That possession was horrible. Into the front court. Right to left comes ULM's Warhawks. Malafev down the right-hand side. Stripped of the basketball brilliantly by Zach Wiggins. Off the thigh of Malafev. Turnover there and great defense. But it's like, Dennis, I'm watching this, and one guy's trying to get his own. When he finally comes to the realization that he's been shut off ×2, finds a teammate who tries for his own, as opposed to people moving and cycling and making it harder on the defense. Here's LJ to the right elbow, brings it back to Battle. Wide open 3, straight away, in and out, no good. That's a hard luck shot for Jordan Battle. And here comes Christian Lewis of ULM up the right side, cuts to the middle of the floor, takes it all the way to the hole, stops in the paint, turns, fires it up with the right hand, no good. Rebound comes down to Bamishala, and he is fouled, I believe. And it'll be free throws for Ayomide. Thomas picks up his first. And it's Bamishala 1-1. Make the first, get the second with 1:59 to go. Oh, that's a brick. No good. Rebound to Zach Wiggins of Old Dominion. Outlet pass, Jordan Battle. Quickly into the front court on the left-hand side. Backs up against Lewis. Backing up. Snap pass over to Drew McKenna. His right wing 3 is no good. Rebound comes down to a soaring Castor. Excuse me, this is Lewis. Lewis plows in and walks with the basketball. No call. Out to Malafev. Takes the 3, puts it on the deck, takes it down, misses the layup, comes down to Diaz. His floater is around the rim twice, no good, and the rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds. Foul against the Warhawks, and will walk to the other end.
But again, Ted, the Warhawks have way more energy going after the ball down there than the Monarchs seem to have right now.
22-19, their rebounding advantage. We'll see who goes to the stripe for ODU with 1:31 to go. 28-23 ULM. Zach Wiggins. He is 1 for 2 from the line. He's standing on the stripe now to our right with a make the first, get the second scenario. No good. Sort of a theme here, sort of a blah. Listen to this crowd. Listen to the crowd. Nothing going on, and a foul called on Battle at the midcourt stripe, and that means free throws for Christian Lewis.
You know, and Ted, to me, that's like false hustle. Like you're pressuring a guy at half court, you're banging him, and you're making it easy for the ref to call the foul there.
And Lewis, an 81% free throw man, will go to the stripe. Jared Turner in for Zach Wiggins. 1:22 to go in the half, 28-23. You know, this is the type of first half where your engine has had the check engine light on the whole time, but you've blown it off for a while. But finally, you're going to have to go to a gas station to get an expert to figure it out. Lewis makes the first, he'll get the second. He's got 8 points.
They're going to have to get the mechanic to come into the locker room at halftime to check the engine and all the other parts.
29-23. ULM's led all the way by as many as 11 in this first half.
And the Monarchs have been somewhat fortunate that Saunders is out after falling so hard on his shoulder and side of his head.
Lewis makes good on both. It's 30-23. 1:16 turning clock to go first half. LJ down the left-hand side. Pulls up back to Jared Turner. He's straight away with an open three that's no good. Monarchs bricklayers Mason-like from beyond the arc here tonight in the first half. Lewis into the front court with 64 seconds to go. Burrows past the screen, brings the ball back. Here is Mitchell, a little jumper that's good. That's Russell, who's got 11 points now to lead all scores. 32-23. Monarchs, instead of getting closer before the half, are letting the Warhawks gain more and more confidence. Here's Battle to the elbow, brings it back to LJ, fakes the three, gets to the foul line, takes the 16-footer, shoots at 15 feet. No good, and there's Jared Turner picking up his third personal foul, flailing at it, and Lewis will go back to the line. And this last 3-minute period, Dennis, has been horrid for Old Dominion.
Yeah, when you think it couldn't get any worse, Ted, it has, unfortunately.
1 for their last 8, a 3-minute scoring drought.
And more importantly, when you're looking at them, right now they look lifeless. Somebody needs to really get them together and get the whole group going.
Lewis, who just went 2 for 2 from the line, gets a couple more, or at least 1 and 1 here. Spins the ball, puts it up with the right hand. Good. He's into double figures with 10. 4 Warhawks average at least 10 a game. Lewis, Russell, Broadnecks, and Saunders.
And Monroe is doing this with Broadnecks on the bench with 2 fouls and Saunders out.
And they have matched their largest lead, Dennis. It's 34-23. Thomas into the front court. A screen waiting from Swanton Roger. Decides to go to the right elbow. Now into the paint. Turns and forces a shot and misses it. And the rebound comes down to Russell of ULM. Shot clock off. That's not the shot the Monarchs needed at that point. Come on now. Knee-only basketball from Old Dominion is showing up in this first half. Waiting for the last shots. It's MJ Russell. He's got 11. Takes it down the right-hand side. Gets to the baseline. Dishes to Castro, who had his foot on the line. And that's a mistake from ULM. 8.4 seconds to go. Last 2 games, Jordan Battle has hit a 3 at the buzzer to end the first half. I'll take that now. Turner brings it into Thomas. LJ Thomas across the midcourt stripe. 5 seconds. Thomas to Turner. Turner fires with 1 to go, and he hits that one at the first half buzzer. Jared Turner, his first points of the game, pull the Monarchs to within 8 at intermission. 34-26. And we're pleased to be joined by assistant coach James Robinson. Coach, your thoughts on the first half? It was a little sleepy.
Play with a little bit more flow, and we'll be good second half.
What's the main message to wake these guys up, get this crowd into it?
Just keep the ball moving. I think the ball's sticking a lot right now. They're playing back off some guys, daring some guys to shoot, so we can't be paralyzed by that. We got to keep the ball moving and attack that rim.
Thank you, Coach. That's James Robinson with our view from the bench. It's halftime here in Norfolk. ULM looking for their first Sun Belt Conference win in 12 tries, leads the homestanding ODU Monarchs 34-26. This is the ODU Sports Network.
Monarch basketball on the Clear Network is presented by Team Monarch Partners. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending with pride in the 757 since 1996. Centera, their mission is to improve health every day. Pepsi, that's what I like. And ODU Global, solutions for where you are, education for where you want to go. ODU Global. Coming up at halftime, analysis and stats from the first half, plus out-of-town scores and more. The Monarch Basketball Halftime Report is next on the ODU.
Coming back.
Report. Let's go back to the arena and rejoin the voice of the Monarchs, Ted Alexander.
34-26, ULM leads ODU. And Dennis, it's been a lot of time in the coaching box. What are you telling your guys at halftime right now?
We've unfortunately too many times this year have had discussions about this type of situation. But given the opponent, given the home game, I'd be going after them pretty good in the locker room right now. You shouldn't have to coach effort, Ted, and that appears to be what Mike is finding himself doing right now. If you had to put into words to describe the Monarchs' performance, it's been like, we're just going to roll it out here, and then we're going to be able to beat them however we want. And, the longer you let a team that is hungry and hasn't had a lot of success hang in a game, we all have been around it when anything can happen.
Monarchs being out-rebounded on their home floor 27-19. That's one of the things a coach looks at when it comes to effort, Dennis. What else jumps out to you on the stat sheet?
Well, again, there's only 4 assists. You look at the shooting combined, Davis, Thomas, Battle are a combined 3 for 15. That's going to be tough, Ted, for, the Monarchs to win when those guys are having shooting nights like that. And, Robert Davis Jr. still doesn't look right to me. He's not really trying to get into the flow of the game, Ted. Now, maybe he's trying to be unselfish, but, they need him to try to score, and he hasn't been looking to.
34-26, ULM leads ODU at halftime here at Chartway Arena. Monarch basketball presented in part by the Spring Hill Suites. Make your next ODU visit unforgettable at Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, the only hotel right on campus. Guests enjoy exclusive alumni and family discounts, complimentary breakfast, and on-site dining at Monarch Recovery Sports Grill. For group bookings, event space, or special ODU weekends, call Spring Hill Suites, 757-423-4100. Ask for Naomi in sales. 34-26, Warhawks lead the Monarchs on the ODU Sports Network.
At Chartway,
clear
dollars and cents. We're about
11:30 on the clock, Jack.
11:30. Shine.
Got it. Thank you.
And what break is this?
This is break 8.
Thank you.
Members.
Which segment do you want the interview again? Or which after which break?
After the next break, after break 9.
After break 9. Got it.
Members and our community every opportunity to shine their brightest. So join us and let's shine together.
Atlantic Orthopedic Specialists keep you moving and doing what you love. As the region's largest, most comprehensive orthopedic practice, they've been serving Hampton Roads for over 100 years. Multiple locations across Hampton Roads, 24 physicians, and 8 different specialties. Finding scoliosis, sports medicine, hand to shoulder, total joint replacement, foot and ankle, orthopedic oncology,
once again, the little secret for you. I always put the border around the halftime stats. We get a lot of these sheets. Every time out, we get one of these sheets. And as you move around, you can all get lost in the shuffle. But you oftentimes want to refer to the halftime
Looking for the
stats.
perfect spot to chill, catch up with friends, and dig into some amazing food?
We're reinventing the wheel here, Dennis.
Since 1968,
we are, Ted. We've been
Chicho's
ahead
has
of the
been serving
curve,
more
I
than
think,
just pizza.
nationally on
Whether
most
you're
of
craving their
these
mouth-watering dishes, ice cold
paper
drinks, or
items
just
and
want
the
to kick
internet
back and watch the game, they've got you
We're
covered.
ahead of the
Don't miss
national
out
curve.
on
You're
Wednesday's
right.
99-cent wings from 5 to 9 p.m.
We're setting the
That's
tone.
right, just 99 cents.
We are
Plus,
setting
with
the tone.
karaoke, trivia, and live music all week, there's
Some
always
might say
something
we're
fun
tone
happening
deaf.
at Chicho's.
That's
Where
a
the
whole
food
nother
is hot,
story.
the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop.
All
Visit
right.
one of Chicho's 9 locations today.
Get ready to save big at Bannister Nissan of Chesapeake and Bannister Nissan of Norfolk. Right now, drive home in a brand new Nissan with 0% financing for up to 72 months on select models. Looking for pre-owned? Payments start as low as $199 a month. And if you're a government worker,
Also, a little
you get
tip,
$1,000
the
off
red
any new
pen
vehicle purchase
in
or
the second
50%
half
off any maintenance service.
on these
Don't
types
wait.
of things.
These deals
So
won't
here's
last long.
what they scored in
Call
the
today,
first half. I'll be able to say, hey, you had 11 in the first half and
10 seconds.
whatever in the second.
Mr. Nissan, put you behind the wheel of something amazing.
He's impressed.
This is your flagship home for the
Unbelievably
ODU
impressed that no one
back.
can use a red pen
84.1.
better than you at halftime.
Intermission here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Monarchs home for the first time in a couple of weeks, and they trail ULM at the half 34-26. Taking a look at some of the stats from the first half for ULM's Warhawks, they're shooting 12 for 32, 37.5%, 2 for 11 from 3, that's 18%, and 8 for 13 from the foul line, that's 61%. 2 players in double figures, Christian Lewis and MJ Russell, each have 11 points. For the Monarchs of Old Dominion, 9 for 31 from the field, that's 29%, 2 for 13 from 3, that's 15.4%, and 6 for 9 from the foul line, that is 66%. Leading the way scoring-wise for Old Dominion, Cal Swanton Roger, 7 points and 5 rebounds. 5 points for Jordan Battle on 2 for 9 shooting. Casey Shaw has 4 points. 4 points for L.J. Thomas. The Monarchs 2 for 13 from 3. The Warhawks 2 for 11 from 3. And then the rebounding battle, I mentioned it before. ULM has a 27-19 advantage. Food Line is the proud sponsor of the Score to Give More program. For each free throw the Monarchs make in tonight's game, Food Line will donate 100 meals to a local area food bank. Thus far, Old Dominion from the foul line 6 for 9. So at least 600 meals will be donated to a local area food bank via the Food Line Score to Give More program. Dennis, thoughts on the numbers?
Well, the shooting percentages pop right out at you, Ted. The fact that we're shooting 29% from the floor and 15% from 3. And, a lot of the problems is we're back to, seeing if we can outdo one another, making difficult attempts as opposed to drawing the defense and getting an open shot for someone else. And, the rebounding numbers against the team that had their center go out and their best rebounder sit with fouls, I'm sure very disappointing to the coaches that, they haven't been able to make a little bit of a headway from the rebounding end of it.
34-26, ULM leads at halftime on the ODU Sports Network.
At ODU Global,
clear.
Because you are. Whether it's day one or a do-over, whether you're following the footsteps of a legacy or charting your own course, we help you get the most from your prior credits and military or work experience so you can get your degree faster. ODU Global. Education for where you are and where you want to go. For your world. Apply at online.odu.edu today. That's ODU Global. Apply at online.odu.edu today.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections, lifetime emergency towing, a 3-day money-back guarantee, and a seamless one-person, one-price, 1-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge, only at Checkered Flag, where winners buy.
At the Fish and Pig, they have the finest from land and sea. Savory smoked barbecue and flavorful fresh seafood. They have great food, great drinks, and always a great time. They're located at 119 West 25th Street in Norfolk, in the heart of the Railroad District. For all the details, go to fishandpig.norfolk.com. And remember, nobody parties like the pig.
ODU fans, want a winning mortgage lender? Challenge accepted. Atlantic Bay helps you score more, financing your dream home to build a strong financial future with our smooth loan process, products for every home buyer, and outstanding service that treats you like an MVP long after the closing table. We take pride in helping ODU fans. So if a new home or refinance is in your game plan, call Atlantic Bay today. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, LLC, NMLS number 72043, NMLSconsumeraccess.org is an equal opportunity lender.
Your flagship home for ODU basketball. WVS PFM HD1 Yorktown. Priority Lexus. Sports Radio 94.1.
It is halftime. Old Dominion and the Warhawks of ULM. Today's contest between Old Dominion and ULM is presented by Delta Dental. Delta Dental of Virginia has been administering benefits for 60 years. When you combine our experience with the largest provider networks, best-in-class products, and award-winning customer service, that means affordable, easy-to-use benefits for you, your family, and for your employees. And we are pleased to be joined by the sales exec from Delta Dental, Crystal Gunther. Hello, Crystal.
Hey, how's it going?
It is going wonderfully on this February night. Let's get right to it. How does Delta Dental of Virginia serve the Commonwealth?
Well, Delta Dental of Virginia is part of a nationwide Delta Dental network, but our focus is right here at home. For more than 60 years, we've served Virginia families and employers by helping make dental care accessible and affordable. We support millions of Virginians, from small businesses to large employers. We have a strong network of dentists across the state. Our goal is simple: healthier smiles and healthier people across the Commonwealth.
All right, Crystal Gunther from Delta Dental. Let's do a little teaching here. Why are good oral habits vital to overall health?
Well, your overall health is much more than just your smile. It's closely connected to your overall health. Most adults know that there's a connection, but many don't realize that Oral health can impact conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, and respiratory illness. The lack of awareness can lead people to skip preventive care, which is a no-go. The good news is that prevention works. So regular dental visits reduce unexpected dental problems and help people stay healthier overall. Oral health is truly a foundation of your total wellness.
All right, Crystal, why are community sponsorships important to Delta Dental of Virginia?
Community involvement is a big part of who we are. Our mission goes beyond dental coverage. We're committed to supporting the communities we serve. Sponsoring local events like today's basketball game helps us connect.
I got you. I'll just hit the Sunbelt in the women's core.
By investing in local programs and partnerships, we're building
if that
being
sorry
and strength.
No problem.
It's Virginia.
Crystal Gunther from Delta Dental. We appreciate the partnership. You have a wonderful day, and let's go Monarchs, right?
Let's go.
This is the ODU Sports Network.
Toyota Truck Month is extended at your local Toyota dealer with great deals on a new Toyota Tacoma, tested on dirt, rain, and snow. Or a Tundra, full-size power, serious capability, and strength that doesn't flinch when conditions get ugly. Toyota also offers a wide selection of all-wheel drive vehicles, including sporty Camrys, Corollas, or the spacious Grand Highlander and RAV4. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals, to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
The time-honored tradition of rubbing Big Blue's belly, or ODU graduates crossing over the university seal, are just a few ways the Monarchs show their love. In the truck game, Ford's tradition of impressive capabilities and legendary performance are what Ford owners love. And it's why Ford F-Series reigns as America's best-selling trucks. Because of this shared commitment to tradition, your Southern Virginia Ford dealer is a proud partner of ODU Athletics. Based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Get your game day flavor on with the Dirty Buffalo's officially licensed ODU sauces and rubs. Try Big Blue Q, Big Blue Belly Rub, and Red, White, and Big Blue, the official sauces and dry rub of Old Dominion University. Available now at thedirtybuffalo.com in all 3 locations, with a portion of every sale supporting ODU scholarships. Show your Monarch pride with every bite.
For over 30 years, People's Golf Cars has had the largest selection of club car and easy-go golf cars and utility vehicles in the Mid-Atlantic. From golf courses to business and personal needs, People's Golf Cars offers a wide variety of gas, electric, and street-legal vehicle models to choose from. Whether your needs are at your house or here on campus, People's Golf Cars offers sales, rentals, parts, and service. Our club car factory-trained technicians can service your golf car at any one of our 3 convenient locations in Charlottesville, Richmond, and Chesapeake. Visit PeeblesGolfCars.com. Go Monarchs!
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network. Sports Radio 94.1.
This scoreboard update is presented by Team Monarch partner Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. Atlantic Bay, lending with pride in the 757 since 1996. A quick look at the Old Dominion Lady Monarchs right now playing at Louisiana. It is halftime. The Lady Monarchs lead 39-23. The second half is next on the ODU Sports Network.
This has been the Monarch Basketball Halftime Show. Stay tuned.
Very smooth, Jack. Good
Second
job.
half action is
Thank you.
ODU Sports Network.
Monarch Basketball and the ODU Sports Network is presented by Team Monarch Partners. Atlantic.
By the way, your camera's out on the YouTube. Oh, there you go.
It's 1996.
Yeah, I covered it. Thank you.
Centera. Yep. Improve health every day. Pepsi. That's what I like. And ODU Global. Solutions for where you are. Education for where you want to go.
10 seconds.
Now, let's go back to the arena for second half action. Here's the voice of the Monarchs, Ted Alexander, on the ODU Sports Network.
Another halftime mountain to climb. Monarchs trailing ULM here in Norfolk 34-26. Our second half start is brought to you by Team Monarch partner Centera. At Centera, we improve health every day by providing health plan members with quality, cost-effective health care. For costs and complete details of coverage, visit CenteraHealthPlans.com. ULM moving left to right now. Starts with the lead on the basketball. Malafev, one bounce toward Lavelle Broadnecks. Couple of personal fouls. Back to Malafev with 14 to shoot, working against L.J. Thomas in the man-to-man. Hands the ball off. Thomas commits a foul. They don't call it. Downstairs, Malafev has his foot on the line, and the good defense from Old Dominion to start this second half gets in the ball.
And Zach Wiggins has started for Casey Shaw, and Saunders for them is not even out of the locker room, Ted. So a couple of personnel changes here.
Battle and Thomas and Swanton Roger and Davis, and as Dennis mentioned, Zach Wiggins for Old Dominion attacking the bucket to our left. Right-hand corner, here's Wiggins, puts it on the deck, gets into the paint, takes the hole, floater, good. 5 points for Wiggins, 34-28 ULM. Instant dividends right there for that change from Mike Jones.
He keeps it simple, Ted. You know, it's what you got to like about his game.
Malafev with the basketball, chest pass to the big fella now to Lewis. Lewis spins, one bounce, Malafev take a right wing three, and that's no good. Long rebound comes out to LJ Thomas. 2-on-3, left-hand side, Jordan Battle. Jordan foul on extended left side, goes to LJ, back into the corner. Battle fakes the three over Malafev, brings it back to LJ. They swing it to Robert Davis Jr., right wing three. Yes! Robert Davis Jr. is on the scoreboard. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come. It's 34-31. 18:35 to go. Lewis against Battle into the front court. Dribble handoff to Brodnex. Brodnex gets it to Malafev. He drives right-hand side. Gets it to Abumile, and he puts it up and in. First field goal.
And it looked like Cal, Swanton, Roger, and Bamasi banged knees, Ted. Cal is limping a little bit.
36-31. ULM, 18-13 to go. Thomas down the right side. No one picks him up, and he lays it home. 6 points for LJ Thomas. Brings the Monarchs to within 3. 36-33, 18:04 to go. Brodnex to Russell between the circles, guarded by Battle. Now to Lewis. His right wing three is well off the mark. Rebound, though, comes to Malafev. Malafev saves it to Bamushala. Shala to Brodnex. Brings it back outside. Lewis, left-hand side. Russell, a screen for Bamushala. Gets to the elbow. Now down the left blocks. Throws it back to Bamushala. His floater is around the rim. No good. But he's out jumping everybody for the rebound and finally gets fouled. Ayamode Bamushala is showing the extra effort on the offensive glass, and it's paying dividends for the Warhawks.
Well, that was 2 offensive rebounds on that possession, Ted. Brodnex was able to out-rebound Davis Jr. on the first attempt.
Lewis to inbound, baseline left, loops it into Brodnex. Brodnex versus Zach Wiggins, gets past him, plows his way underneath, right-hand side. Russell into the corner, Brodnex for 3. No good. Long rebound to Jordan Battle, and he's racing 1-on-2 into the front court, down the right-hand side, into the paint, throws it up wildly, draws the foul, will go to the line with 17-17 to go, and the Monarchs down 3.
Well, this is going to be to the Monarchs' advantage, Ted. They got a deeper bench, and if they can get stops and push it out on them, that'll be, enable them to create a little open court offense.
Jordan Battle to the stripe. 5 points in the ball game. This is first trip to the foul line, where he's an 85% free throw shooter. First one's no good. Every point counts in these tight ones, folks. Got to hit your free throws. They're free, no defense. 15-footer. Knock it down. Battle second. That's good. He's got 6, and it's a 2-point game. Monarchs haven't been this close in a long time. Into the front court. Lewis tries to get past Jordan. He shuts him off. Finds Brodnex. Russell now back to Lewis. Lewis, a screen. Abishala hands the ball off to MJ Russell. Left-hand side. Malafev, 3. Off glass. No good. Rebound Battle of Old Dominion. Monarchs can tie or take the lead with a bucket here. Battle into the front court. Right wing. Picked up there. Man-to-man style by Lewis. Now it's LJ Thomas to the left elbow. Puts on the speed. Shot fake. Throws it up. Gets blasted. And he'll go to the line. Hard foul there from Brodnex, who's going to pick up his 3rd personal. 16:42 to play. 36-34 ULM. Crowd has been a non-factor here in Norfolk tonight. 2 free throws for LJ. He's got 6 points thus far. First one's up with the right hand and good. 36-35 ULM. Donovan Raymond in. Cal Swanton Roger out. Robert Davis in for Mike Jones. One more for L.J. Thomas. Toward the bucket to our left to tie the basketball game for the first time since 0-0. He's got it. L.J.'s 4 for 4 from the stripe, and we're tied at 36. Fresh ball game with 16:37 to decide it here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Rodneck's playing with the 3 fouls to Diaz. Diaz chest pass to Lewis on the left-hand side, goes baseline, drives. Raymond bottles him up, and they almost blew the whistle before contact right there, but Donovan came down with the hands, and that looks foulish.
Well, and I don't know where he was going, Ted. He was behind the backboard. If you just hold your position, there's no way he's going to be able to get a shot up.
First foul on Raymond, and Christian Lewis will go to the line where he's 4 for 4 tonight. He'll get 2 to try and break this 36-36 tie. First one is up and no good.
And clearly they don't have the same edge they had in the first half, Ted.
One more for Lewis, the sophomore from Monroe, Louisiana. Up with the right hand, good. And the Warhawks seep in front, 37-36. Thomas into the front court. Monarchs in the Hudson Blues. The number Dominion on the front of the jerseys, just the number on the back. LJ back to Jared Turner, now to Battle. Waving off defenders. Puts it on the deck. Right-hand wing, now to Zach Wiggins. Catches, fires, no good. Long rebound, comes down. Nicely grabbed by MJ Russell of ULM. He's into the front court to our right. Russell with 11 in the first half. Stopping and starting down the right side. He goes off glass for 2. 13 points for Russell, and it's a little 3-0 run, 39-36 ULM. Again, fans sitting on their hands. It's like we're in a library here. Battle for 3, good. Jordan Battle, his second 3. We're tied again with 15:35 to go. Can the Monarchs get a stop and get this thing lean in the other direction? Here's Lewis down the right-hand side, gets past Turner with the 3 fouls, throws it up, no good, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Old Dominion. Ayomide Babishila has been a beast on the boards. And we've got timeout on the floor. 15:24 to go. 39-39. Old Dominion and ULM deadlocked with 15:24 to go on the ODU Sports Network.
When it comes clear, 5-7 Monarch fans.
I know you're inside, Ted, but I'm pleased to tell you it is now snowing outside.
It's 1996.
Did you say it was snowing, Jack?
It is snowing. I don't know if I'd say pleased to tell you or not so pleased to tell you. But
okay.
Goals.
Just light flurries, or is it dumping?
Official mortgage company of
I'd say in the middle. There's quite a bit coming.
All right, thank you.
.com/ODU to get started.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections. Lifetime emergency towing, a 3-day money-back guarantee, and a seamless
I'd like to say hello to our folks on the
price,
internet.
1 hour buying experience
that
They're right puts up there. You in the driver's seat. The winner's edge.
I don't know if they can see me, but I see them.
Oh, they can see you. All right. See, I have to go back and forth to get
your
the stats
game day flavor on with the Dirty Buffaloes officially licensed.
No one
ODU
multitasks better than you in the Hampton Roads area.
Big Blue Belly Rub and Red, White, and Big Blue, the official sauces and dry rub of Old Dominion University. Available
this guy's
now
hand
at
in his pocket. Come on, son.
In all 3 locations.
Let me just amble over here.
Seconds.
Come on. Get off your
Show
phone.
your Monarch pride with every bite.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network. Sports Radio 94.1.
15:24 to go. Old Dominion 39, ULM 39. Our second half adjustments are brought to you by Bon Secours. Visit bonsecours.com to learn more. Dennis Wolf, please do the adjusting.
Well, I think the first adjustment is they just played harder, Ted. You know, it's not rocket science. If they've come out with a little more energy, and that's enabled them to get the game going up and down a little bit. And, you know, I'm sure that was the main focus of what Coach Jones talked to him about at halftime.
Monarchs 4 for 5 from the field in the second half. The Warhawks 2 for 8. So it's ULM basketball. They'll inbound with Christian Lewis, baseline left. Looking, they free Broadneck's open with a screen. He's got it in the left-hand corner, drives the bucket, reverse layup, good. Dust past LJ like he's standing still.
Well, you always, as a coach, talk about taking away the baseline, Ted. You just can't give up a baseline drive on an out-of-bounds play.
41-39. Here's Cal with a pass that goes off his hands and out of bounds. Little frisky at close range, that pass from L.J. Thomas, and the Monarchs turn it over, and Cal Swanton-Roger has to put his shoe on. The right shoe flipped off there, lost a wheel.
You know, Ted, I just got to tell you that's an impossible pass for Cal to catch on the move. It was like a bullet baseball pass.
Right. Behind him a little bit as well. 41-39, 15 minutes to go. ULM with the lead in the basketball. MJ Russell against Thomas. Gets a screen to get away from LJ. Runs into Cal. Layup good. Russell has 15, and the lead is 4. Can the Monarchs answer? Battle. Casey Shaw at the top. Spins in the lane. Finds himself some space and has the shot eaten up by MJ Russell. To Lewis. Alley-oop. Here's Broadneck's. Had to go up, make the catch, and he lays it up and in. No one's contesting the basketball.
Well, it was just a smart play. He didn't have a dunk, came down with it, but there was no one getting back in transition, Ted.
No one is playing defense. Anybody surprised the Monarchs are down? Another horrible pass from Battle. It's behind Swanton-Roger, and luckily he was fouled, or that possession would have gone up in smoke. This is one of those little things where the Monarchs are awful at both ends and are paying for it.
Well, and you had the Warhawks on their heels, Ted, and now you've given them life again.
Re-energize this team from Monroe, Louisiana. Battle, right wing. He'll fire a three and hit a three. Jordan Battle has 12 now, trying to keep the Monarchs in it. It's 45-42 ULM, 14:04 to go. Lewis into the front court.
And they're back in the 2-3 zone, Ted, just extending it out a little bit.
Broadneck and Russell and Lewis playing catch. Lewis has it straight away, not going to shoot the three. But on the left wing, Russell thinks about it. Back to Lewis, back to Russell. He'll fire the wing three, and that's no good. But there's another offensive rebound for ULM, dominating the boards against Old Dominion here tonight. Diaz with the basketball. Monarchs in that zone Dennis spoke so highly of. Lewis to the elbow, rises, fires, no good. And we've got a foul against Old Dominion.
We're making some of the dumbest plays right now, Ted, that I've seen in a long time.
33-22, the rebounding advantage for ULM.
See, and they don't have a guy on the floor that's bigger than 6'6", Ted.
Thomas picks up his second personal foul, 13:27 to go. Warhawks by 3, and here's Broadneck to extend. No. Offside rebound, Robert Davis Jr. He dribbles it into the front court on the right side. He stops, and he pops, and it's well off the mark. He goes down trying to draw a foul that wasn't close to happening. Meanwhile, in the front court, it's Christian Lewis. Dusting past Battle into Cal. Gets up in the air, throws it back. Swallowed up there by MJ Russell. Russell to Diaz. He'll fire a three, and he'll get fouled shooting a three by Robert Davis Jr., and this team is not playing very well this evening. Simple as that. Diaz will go to the line for three.
Well, it's a horrible shot at one end by Robert Davis, and then you foul a three-point shooter at the other end.
Other than that, it was brilliant basketball. 13:01 to go. 3-point lead for ULM. Warhawks 0-11 in the league. 3-20 this season. First foul shot good by Diaz for his first point. You know, they're asking the fans to make noise. If I'm a fan, I'm going, why? Second one's good. You know, the team hasn't done much to help the homestanding crowd get excited about anything. They've played bad offense and bad defense. One more for Diaz. It's 47-42 with 13:01 to go. Who will be the spark at either end for Old Dominion? Third free throw is good for Diaz. 48-42. Game was tied at 36 and then at 39. Now the Monarchs find themselves in another hole. This with 6 points. Zach Wiggins against Russell. Snaps it over to Casey Shaw, working against Diaz in the man-to-man. KC almost loses it off his knee, regathers, gets the elbow, no look pass, Wiggins double pumper, yes, and he's fouled and it counts. Great look from Shaw to Wiggins, and Zach hung through the contact to complete the layup, and now we'll go for the three-point play.
Great finish.
Bamishala picks up his third personal, and Wiggins goes for the three-point play with 12:39 to go to bring the team to within 3. He's got it. 4 points for Wiggins, 48-45 ULM. 12:35 to go. Lewis guarded by Battle. Now here's MJ Russell with the basketball deep on the left wing. Gets a screen, creates some space. 3, no good. Offside rebound, tapped away from Broadnex by Wiggins to Scotty Hubbard, who gets it to Jordan Battle. Monarchs into the front court, down 3 with 12:15 to go. Here's a pass to Cal. He takes it to the hole and is fouled trying to throw it down. Dunk no good. Free throws coming. Ayomide Bamishala picks up his 4th personal foul, and it'll be heaven sent if the Monarchs can get 23 off the floor, because he's been a beast on the boards. First one's no good from Cal. Cal now 3 for 5 from the stripe. Bamishala out, and in comes Pushamek Hartman, a 6'9 freshman from Gdansk, Poland.
And he played a little bit early in the season, Ted, and hasn't been really in the rotation over the last month.
Cal rattles the second one out, so he's 0 for 2 from the line. Another missed opportunity for Old Dominion. Down 3, 12:05 to go. Is there a comeback on their home floor as they begin a 5-game homestand against the last-place team in the Sun Belt? Here's Lewis doing a lot of dribbling. Gets the ball to Diaz on the right side. One bounce, bring it back outside to the hole. Layup, no good. No one's there to box out Lewis, and he lays it in with the tap. 50-45.
I don't know how Cal could have given up so much ground there, Ted.
Here's Battle into the front court. Jordan down the right side, puts it up with the right hand, no good. Cal's there for the tip, no good. Gets his own rebound, knocked out of his hands. Gathers again, Battle from the corner, no good, and a foul will go against, I believe, Swanton Roger. And that'll be the personal on Cal. That'll be his 3rd personal foul. It'll bring us to a timeout. You know, we've tried hitting snooze on this thing. We've tried the smelling salts. Perhaps the defibrillator is next. 11:25 to play at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. ULM 50, Old Dominion 45 on the ODU Sports Network.
At ODU Global, Free is as unique as you are. Whether it's day one or a do-over, whether you're following the footsteps of a legacy or charting your own course, we help you get the most from your prior credits and military or work experience so you can get your degree faster. ODU Global, education for where you are and where you want to go for your world. Apply at online.odu.edu today. That's ODU Global. Apply at online.odu.edu today.
Get your game day flavor on with the Dirty Buffalo's officially licensed ODU sauces and rubs. Try Big Blue Q, Big Blue Belly Rub, and Red, White, and Big Blue, the official sauces and dry rub of Old Dominion University. Available now at thedirtybuffalo.com in all 3 locations, with a portion of every sale supporting ODU scholarships. Show your Monarch pride with every bite.
At Centera, our goal is to improve health every day. And when it comes to your health, the best defense starts with a strong offense. That's why Centera Health Plans provides quality care and coverage for individuals, families, and businesses of all sizes. Our members benefit from progressive plans and products, including access to virtual care, health and wellness programs, and even special discount programs. Centera Health Plans is the trade name of Centera Health Plans. Centera Health
10 seconds.
Incorporated and Centera Behavioral Health.
Thank you.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network. Sports Radio 94.1.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Team Monarch partner Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. It's your home. Own it. Choose the team that's been lending with pride in the 757 for nearly 30 years. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group is the official mortgage company of ODU Athletics. ULM 50, Old Dominion 45, 11:27 to play here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Ted Alexander looking to Dennis Wolf for some guidance here as we try and navigate some horrible basketball.
Well, what they have to do to start, Ted, is they have to stop these guys from getting offensive rebounds. They got 15 offensive rebounds in this game so far. And then what they have to do is be a little bit more cognizant of what they're doing defensively against the Monarchs and move the ball and move their bodies a little bit better.
Monarchs go to full court pressure. They get the ball into Christian Lewis. Thomas and Battle are there to trap him a little bit. Now Broadnex throws the ball up for grabs. It's going to be stolen by Zach Wiggins. Zach Wiggins right-hand side to Battle. Battle back to Wiggins, puts it on the deck, throws it up and in. Pressure bursts the pipes that time, and Wiggins has 6, and it's 50-47.
And a good play by Wiggins defensively and then getting the ball right to the rim.
10:57 to play. Lavelle Broadnex hands the ball to Diaz, gets the ball back to Christian Lewis.
They're still in the 2-3 zone.
Yep. Battle goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Lewis has it now. Alley-oop downstairs for Broadnex. He flashes it home. Well, that was pretty easy.
Well, I mean, he got behind Zach, and you always have to look behind you when you're playing a zone defense, Ted.
52-47, driving and dishing. Wiggins lays it in off the pass from Thomas. 8 for Zach Wiggins, 52-49. Can the Monarchs get a stop? Into the front court. This is Russell into the corner. Diaz for 3, good. No stop that time.
Well, they're playing with confidence now, Ted, and this game is going to go down to the wire, and the Monarchs have to play to win the game, not to not to lose.
Casey Shaw drives left baseline, lays it up with the left hand. His third field goal, he's got 6, and it's 55-51, under 10 to play.
I think it's a good move by Coach Jones to extend the defense, and he's going to rotate guys in and out because the Warhawks do not have a very big bench at all.
Foul line, Russell to the elbow, fires with the right hand and hits. 17 for MJ Russell. He averages 16, and it's 57-51 ULM, 9:35 to play. Thomas with a screen from Swanton Roger. Cal rolls to the hole, right-hand side, Wiggins. Wiggins puts it on the deck to the foul line, spins in the lane, Burrows throws it up, draws the foul. Shot not good, but Hartman's going to pick up the personal. I believe he or Diaz. It'll be on Diaz. And Zach Wiggins will go to the line. The rebounding, the story, 37-27, the advantage for ULM. Wiggins to the line for 2. First one's no good. Monarchs now 10 for 17 from the foul line, missing those opportunities.
And that's one of the stats you look at when a team is going to get upset at home. You miss that many free throws, you're going to put yourself at a big disadvantage, Ted.
Wiggins hits the second. Hubbard in for Swanton Roger at the 9:27 mark. It's 57-52 ULM. Monarchs to the full court pressure with Battle and Shaw and Wiggins and Thomas and Hubbard. Inbounds comes to Diaz. Diaz finds Lewis. Lewis working against Jordan Battle. Into the front court with the left-hand dribble on the left-hand side. Chest pass to Broadnex. Broadnex on the right-hand side. Dribble handoff to Diaz, who just hit a 3. Hartman now at the top of the circle. Drives, awful pass stolen by L.J. Thomas. L.J., awful pass there, and it comes to Jordan Battle. Battle takes it all the way, throws it high off the glass. What's he waiting? Awful shot. Comes down to Russell of ULM, right side. Diaz fakes the 3, brings it to Lewis. Lewis between his legs. And he settles things down with 8:50 to play.
The difference is, Ted, they're playing with a little more purpose. The Monarchs are kind of totally out of sync offensively.
Well, what Battle was thinking with that layup flail, I don't know. Meanwhile, here's Broadnex in the paint with the floater that goes. 13 for Broadnex, 59-52. ULM weathering the lack of storm here in Norfolk. Battle drives baseline, skip pass into the corner. 2 Monarchs go for it. LJ comes up with it, gets to the elbow, fires the jumper, and hits it. 59-54. Seesawing back and forth, won't cut it for Old Dominion. They need to get some stops. That means playing some defense, moving the feet. Lewis, one bounce to Diaz, deep on the right wing, guarded by Shaw. Picks up the dribble, back to Lewis. It's straightaway center field. Right-hand side, Diaz. One bounce to Broadnex on the right blocks. He's guarded there by L.J. Thomas. Burrows into him, throws it up, and it's no good, but he's fouled by L.J. He'll pick up his third personal, and Lavelle Brodnex will go to the line for 2 when we return. 7:55 to go. It's getting late here in Norfolk. ULM 59, ODU 54. This is the ODU Sports Network.
Clear. That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The time-honored tradition of rubbing Big Blue's belly, or ODU graduates crossing over the university's seal, are just a few ways the Monarchs show their love. In the truck game, Ford's tradition of impressive capabilities and legendary performance are what Ford owners love. And it's why Ford F-Series reigns as America's best-selling trucks. Because of this shared commitment to tradition, your Southern Virginia Ford dealer is a proud partner of ODU Athletics. Based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
When it comes to owning the 757, Monarch fans know who to trust. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group has been serving Hampton Roads since 1996, helping ODU alumni, first-time buyers, and lifelong locals reach their home goals. That's why they're proud to be the official mortgage company of ODU Athletics.
She'd have to go back to get her shoes.
10 seconds.
ODU to get started.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
7:55 to play at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. ULM looking for their first league win of the year. They lead Old Dominion 59-54. Dennis, tell me if this happens in a huddle. You're the team that's favored to win on your home floor. You've got the talent to do it, but you look up and you're down 5. You've got nothing going on. I would think anxiety would start to creep into the equation along with all the other emotions.
Well, that's what I said to you, Ted. You have to keep encouraging them, fellas. You can't play not to lose this game. You got to play to win the game. You got to up your energy level. You got 8 minutes here. You know, it's really an even game. You get a couple of stops. But again, they have to kind of get out of their own way here, Ted. And, you know, they have to, you know, some of the body language, some of the thoughtless plays, they have to eliminate them in this last 8 minutes.
Monarchs 5 for 19 from 3. They're shooting 40% overall, just 11 for 18 from the free throw line. They've cut down on the turnovers, just 7, but 11 points off turnovers for ULM. On the line right now, Lavelle Brodnex shooting 2 to extend this 5-point lead, and he does with the first.
Well, and look at the team that ULM has on the floor, Ted. Brodnex is their biggest guy right now. They're playing 4 guards and a 6'5" guy.
And they're dominating the boards to the tune of 38-27 off glass. Second one for Brodnex is good. And as the Monarchs' doubt starts to creep in, confidence creeps into the Warhawks. Thomas into the front court with Shaw. Casey's got it deep on the left wing. To Cal at the top, now swings it right-hand side to Thomas. Now Battle, straightaway 3. Good. Jordan Battle's third 3 of the half. He's got 15, brings Old Dominion to within 61-57. Again, the stop is necessary with 7:35 to go.
And they've gone to a little bit of a tandem back into a 2-3 zone.
Russell down the right side to the elbow, brings it back to Diaz. Catch and shoot the 3, well off the mark. Offside rebound, KC Shaw. Monarchs with a chance to get closer. They're down 4 with 7:19 to go. Shaw draws the foul. And he'll go to the line as he was trying to go coast to coast with it. KC, 6 points. This will be his first trip to the stripe. Foul will be on Castor. That's his second. 17 fouls on ULM, 6 on Old Dominion. 2 shots for Shaw toward the bucket to our left. The first of which is good. 7 points for Shaw, who averages 16.5. Iomide Bamishala back into the lineup. He's playing with 4 fouls. He's been the rebounding machine for ULM here tonight.
And because they're short bench, they bring him back in probably a little sooner than Coach Cunningham wanted to.
KC makes good on the second foul shot. 61-59, 7:13 to go. Monarchs within 2, trailed by as many as 11 in this ball game. Have not led in this ball game. And here comes Lewis down the right side, runs into Cal, burrows into Cal, and they're going to call Cal. See, I hate that call, and I think it's the correct one, but I hate it. Lewis is doing all the initiating of the contact.
From the beginning of the play, Ted, Cal with the switch, Cal ends up on his side, which immediately puts him at a disadvantage.
That's his 5th, I believe. My mistake, he already had 4, so Cal Swanton-Roger is done, and Lewis is back on the line for 2 more. First one is good.
I mean, the refs did a bad job with that, Ted. He should have had to come out before that foul shot.
Lewis with 1 more. He's 6 for 7 from the stripe here tonight. This one is up and good. 16 for Lewis, 63-59. 7 minutes to play here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Monarchs 4-7 in the league. ULM 0-11 in Sun Belt Conference play. LJ to the right elbow. Starting into the corner. Robert Davis Jr. steps back, fires a 3. That's no good. Offside rebound, Broadnex. He's tied up by Hubbard, and we've got a foul that's going to go against the Monarchs, and that'll be shots for Broadnex.
Well, this is what I would say to you, Ted. Robert Davis Jr. had a wide open 3.
And he double took on him.
Well, he hesitated and then took a more difficult shot.
Right, a little step back 3 after catching it in position to shoot, you'd think. Broadneck's on the line right now. One and one for Lavelle Broadnex. He's got 15. Thus far, he's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Make the first, you get the second. Team up 4. Swish. 16 points and 8 rebounds for Lavelle Broadnex, who's got 6 double-doubles this season, on the verge of another one, with 1 more foul shot to come. Up with the right hand, and good. 65-59. Plenty of time, but the Monarchs need to be a little bit more efficient. Start playing a little defense, too. Too many successful trips for ULM. Here's Hubbard at the top, right-hand wing. L.J. Thomas directing traffic with the left hand, goes to battle with the right. Jordan to the elbow, down all the way, layup, no, but he's fouled and go to the line. Got to get some and ones. I'll bet the Monarchs lead the league in fewest and one opportunities. Meanwhile, M.J. Russell picks up his second, and Battle will shoot 2. 8th team foul. Each team has 18 fouls. Each team has 3 timeouts remaining. First foul shot from Battle is no good. Monarchs haven't helped themselves from the stripe here this evening.
But they still, they have to kind of settle down, and there's going to be a lot of free throw shot in this last 6 minutes, Ted, and the Monarchs got to just get their minds right and step up with confidence and shoot the ball.
65-59, ULM leads. Make it 65-60 as Battle hits the second. He's got 16, 10 for L.J. Thomas, 9 for Zach Wiggins, 8 for KC Shaw, 7 for Cal Swanton-Roger before fouling out. Full court pressure from Battle in Old Dominion. Lewis has the basketball into the front court on the right-hand side. Hands it off to Broadnex. Broadnex quickly to Diaz. They'll try and burn some clock with 6:18 to go. Ball tipped out of bounds by L.J. Thomas with 16 to shoot for ULM. 5-point lead. Possession arrow favors Old Dominion. I mentioned the timeout story, 3-3 for each team.
Solid defense here, Ted, without fouling with the 15 seconds on the clock.
Bring it into Lewis by the midcourt stripe, guarded by Scotty Hubbard. Now Turner flashes out on him. Now Hubbard down the left-hand side goes Lewis, finds his way to a floater that's around and through. Too much penetration there, and it's 67-60.
Well, Jared didn't see the ball and got no possession to help.
Here's Hubbard, left-hand side. Shaw puts it on the deck, gets to the elbow, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Yes, it is. Offensive foul. He cleared out. You know, he had that look on his face that he's going to get his own, and he put it on the deck and cleared out with the shoulder, and they called it. 67-60. 5:54 to go. 9 next. All the rest of the fouls that the Monarchs commit will lead to 2 ULM free throws. Now these Warhawks have blown leads thus far this season. They're a young team, and there's a great look for Russell, who flushes it home, and it doesn't look like they're going to blow leads here tonight.
Well, the Monarchs are going to have to really dig in. Yeah, I mean, that was just a terrible.
Here's Thomas down the right side. He throws it up and in. LJ to the paint for 2. He's got 12, and it's 69-62. But if you don't get a couple of stops here, you're cooked.
Well, and that's what it turns out, you know, each guy trying to make a play for himself, Ted.
Here's Russell behind his back at the right elbow, puts up the dribble right there. Broadneck's on the right block, guarded by Casey Shaw, man-to-man. Brings the ball back outside. Lewis behind a big screen. Backs it out with 12 to shoot. 5 minutes to play. 69-62 ULM looking for their first league win in 12 tries. Lewis against Turner. Turns, brings it to Diaz. Straight away, fires a 3. That's no good. But there's the rebound to Broadneck, and he's fouled downstairs. That's MJ Russell. It's like he's a little kid in a candy store just wading his way through the adults to get to the front of the line. And Russell's going to go to the line. He'll get 2 shots. And the ball almost hit the floor off the miss. And a 0-point possession could turn into more. First free throw, no good from MJ Russell. Score remains 69-62 ULM. 4:46 to go. The redshirt junior from Alabama misses the second, but there's Broadneck from the number 2 position getting the offensive rebound. Diaz drives baseline to the hole. The layup is no good. They say he was on the line. Turnover for ULM.
Well, they were very lucky there that Shaw didn't box out on that foul shot. You know, Mike is searching for guys that are going to try to play hard in this last 4.5 minutes.
LJ Thomas, a screen from Turner. Turner, right wing. He's open. He'll take a 3 from there. That rattles out, no good. Rebound to ULM's Bami Shala. 4.5 to go. 1 and done from the offensive end means more pressure on the defensive end when you're down 7 late.
But, you know, look at some of the Monarchs defensively, Ted. They're just kind of standing around.
And Lewis is getting past everybody. He drives, throws it up, no good, but he's going to draw the foul because that's what happens. That'll go against Jared Turner, who picks up his 4th. And it's more foul shots for ULM. Free throws. Monarchs are 14 for 22. That's 63%. ULM 18 for 26. That's 69%. Here's Lewis to the line, and here he makes the first for his 19th point. Well, 70-62, Dennis.
ULM has gotten very good guard play out of Russell and Lewis, Ted. I mean, they've been the 2 best guards on the floor tonight.
Second one is good. So no stop. More pressure on the O now as the lead has grown to 9 with 4:11 to go. Thomas to Turner. Back to Thomas, left-hand wing. Battle will fire a 3, and that one rims the basket, no good. Abby Mashala comes up with the board for ULM, and they can sense it in the Bayou.
And ULM went to a little bit of zone on that possession.
Monarchs are in deep, dark trouble here at home to begin this 5-game homestand. 1 bounce toward Russell. Russell has it with 3:43 to go. Down the left-hand side into the baseline area against Jared Turner's man-to-man. Turns and fires from 14. That's no good. Rebound comes down to Broadneck. Puts it up and in. Check, please.
Well, he's just totally punking out Casey Shaw on the glass right now, Teddy. Our guys got to get in the fight a little bit.
They aren't in it. 73-62, matching the largest lead of 11 all night. This game was tied at 39. Not anymore. Shaw on the left-hand wing. Dribbles to the foul line, now down the right side. Bodies it up, no good, but he's drawn the foul. Will get to the line with 3:09 to go.
And that'll be the 5th foul on Bamisol.
And that'll bring us to our final media timeout. Monarchs need to have some serious discussion, so they're going to hand ULM their first league win of the year. 73-62, Warhawks over the Monarchs, 3:09 to go. This is the ODU Sports Network.
At Centera,
clear
health every day. And when it comes to your health, the best defense starts with a strong offense. That's why Centera Health Plans provides quality care and coverage for individuals, families, and businesses of all sizes. Our members benefit from progressive plans and products, including access to virtual care, health and wellness programs, and even special discount programs. Centera Health Plans is the trade name of Centera Health Plans, Centera Health Insurance Company, Centera Health Administration Incorporated, and Centera Behavioral Health.
At Chartway, we're not just about the dollars and cents. We're about dreams, diplomas, and making our community shine. And we've got the numbers to back it up. Over $17 million to be exact. Because of our members, we've supported scholarships, financial wellness, children in need, and so much more. Because it's never been about banking. It's about giving our members and our community every opportunity to shine their brightest.
The idea that they've out-rebounded the Monarchs so badly with their post player going out and their other post player being in foul trouble.
43-29 is the rebounding.
Is an official real estate partner of Old Dominion Athletics. Howard Hanna is the #1 family-owned and operated real estate company in the United States with 20 offices and over 700 sales associates.
You keep hoping when you get this thing, it's going to be different than it is up there. Nope, 73-62.
Make your next move with confidence with our exclusive 100%.
10 seconds.
With Howard Hanna, we'll get you more.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
Monarch basketball presented in part by High Val Industries. Visit highval.com for all your hydraulic needs. High Val proudly serving their customers for over 47 years. 3:09 to go. 73-62 ULM leads Old Dominion. KC Shaw will step to the free throw line, and the Monarchs' Dennis Wolf need to do some scoring with the clock stopped.
Yeah, I don't think there can be a possession on either end right now, Ted, that can be wasted. The Monarchs have to score on every possession, and they have to get stops without fouling.
KC, 2 for 2 from the line. He's got 8 points. First one's good. Don't forget, Monarchs back here at Chartway on Saturday night to take on Ohio University's Bobcats in the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. Toyota pregame show begins our coverage at 6:30, and the Monarchs and the Cats tip it off at 7 o'clock. Shaw makes good on both. He's into double figures with 10 points. Scotty Hubbard in, along with Shaw, Wiggins, Thomas, and Battle. Full court pressure from Old Dominion. Diaz brings it into Broadnex. Guarded by Hubbard. Now he gets the ball to Lewis. Lewis and Wiggins tangle. Gets the ball just across to Castor, who throws it away. Stolen by Battle. Monarchs moving right to left. Battle, step-through move with Euro step. Misses the layup. It's back-tapped. Hubbard grabs it at the top of the circle. Pass over to Battle. Right wing. He'll fire a three. And hit a three. Jordan Battle. Timeout. Mike Jones as the Monarchs with the three from Battle. Make it a two-possession game with 2:46 to go. It's 73-67.
You know, and this is where you talk about a team that hasn't won, Ted, in ULM. And you know, again, they very careless with that pass. They just have to slow down a little bit. And Jordan makes a good hustle play, and they get it back to him for a three.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Chartway Credit Union, the official credit union of Old Dominion Athletics. Chartway Credit Union, big enough to empower you, small enough to remember you. Become a member today. Looks like we've got a timeout. We're going to take it. Jack, let's take a break. Again, 2:46 to go. Is there a miracle at Chartway on Hampton Boulevard? The answer coming up on the ODU Sports Network.
Life.
Clear.
But with Bon Secours, it's never been easier to stay engaged in your health care.
Break 15.
Actually,
okay,
for you and every.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah, they
through
haven't
My
taken the
Chart,
bonus.
you can now schedule and get access to wherever, and however you need it. Bon Secours, healthcare for the universe of you. Connect with Bon Secours on
Gray
My
hair,
Chart.
no hair.
Get ready to save big at Bannister Nissan
Well,
of
the
Chesapeake.
no hair comes
and
from
Bannister Nissan
coaching
of
so
Norfolk.
long, Ted,
Right
that
now,
you have
drive
games
home in
like
a
this and your
brand new
hair
Nissan
falls
with
out.
0% financing
Or
for
you
up to
pulled it
72
out.
months on select
No, it
models.
fell.
Looking
It
for
fell.
pre-owned? Payments start as low as $199 a month.
Monarch basketball
And if you're a
postgame show
government
comes up at
worker,
the end
you
of
get
this.
$1,000
We'll hear from
off
Mike
any
Jones.
new vehicle purchase.
No matter
or
what happens,
50%
he's going to be
off any
disappointed at the
maintenance
effort here
service.
tonight.
Don't wait. These deals won't last
Jack
long.
Lowell, have a look
Call
at the
today,
scoreboard. Run down the stats for you. Get your checkered flag
and
play
let
of the
Bannister
game.
Nissan put
It's
you
all
behind
coming
the
up
wheel of something amazing.
after this one.
Toyota
Hopefully
Truck
some
Month
crazy
is
stuff happens
at your
between now
local
and then that
Toyota
makes it a
dealer
happy
with great
ending.
deals on a new Toyota
Well,
Tacoma
they
tested on dirt,
ULM
rain,
has
and
not
snow.
looked
Or a Tundra,
totally
full-size power,
confident
serious
handling the ball against
capability,
the
and
full court
strength that
pressure.
doesn't flinch when
So you're going to
conditions
continue
get
to
ugly.
try to speed
Toyota
them up
also offers a wide
without
selection of
fouling.
all-wheel drive vehicles,
That's the
including
key,
sporty
Dennis, the without
Camrys,
fouling thing.
Corollas, or the spacious Grand
Thank you, Ted.
Highlander and RAV4. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals.
10 seconds.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 94.1.
Monarchs down 73-67 with 2:46 to go. Full court pressure from Old Dominion as Dylan Diaz will inbound from the baseline with KC Shaw right in front of him. Davis looking, gets it to Broadnex, guarded by Hubbard. Almost bumbled it to Broadnex, but he still got it. Gets up in the air, almost throws it away, and it does throw it away. Hubbard into the corner, down low. Shaw, layup, knocked off the backboard. Fans wanted goaltending, didn't get the call, and ULM comes away with the ball. Lewis into the front court. They go for the steal, not happening. Backdoor pass goes off ULM and comes to, who's going to come up with it? Oh, they grab it, but the Monarchs get the possession arrow. Mike Jones is beside himself saying that was off the glass on the layup. Let's have a look. Let's take a look at it.
I don't know if you can go back after the play there, Ted, but I have no idea what was going on down this end.
Well, the Monarchs just couldn't come up with a loose ball themselves, so it cost them the arrow.
Yeah, that was goaltending down there. And down this end, Ted, it looked like everybody thought the play had stopped.
Here, let me
That was goaltending.
Well, come on now. Why can't we go back and look at it? That's a crock, people. 2:22 to go, 73-67. Thomas to Battle, back to LJ. He's at the top of the circle, left-hand side to Scotty Hubbard. Holds over the head against this zone defense. Hubbard, one bounce to Shaw. Down the right side goes KC. Leans in, layup good, foul, and it counts. Why they can't go back and correct a horrible call is beyond me. 2:10, 73-69. Shaw to the line to make it a one-possession game. Horrible that you can't do that.
Well, right now, ULM is making the type of plays that a team that struggled all year like they have has contributed to their record.
Shaw comes up way short, but there's Wiggins with the rebound. Right-hand side. Battle has the basketball on the wing. Backs it out. 2:04 to go. LJ spins to the elbow. Right-hand side. Wiggins, a right wing three. Short, no good. Rebound, Broadnex. And we've got a foul called on a guy shooting a three. Oh.
No, it must have been on the rebound, I think, Ted.
Let's see. Broadnex called for the foul. Shaw to the line. Good call, Dennis. He'll shoot two with 1:57 to go. Monarchs down 4.
You know, and that was an interesting one, Ted, too, Ted. You talk about them missing the goaltending. I thought the guy had a clean rebound there.
Yeah. Well, the consistency of the Zebras here in 25-26 has been much talked about. Shot of the line. First foul shot, good. 73-70 with 1:57 to go. Possession arrow now in favor of ULM. They've got 3 timeouts. Monarchs have 2. Each team over the foul limit and the double bonus. Second free throw, swish for KC. 73-71. Just need to play good defense here. Inbounds pass comes to Lewis of ULM.
You don't want to foul, Ted.
Zach Wiggins playing the man-to-man defense as he gets over the timeline. Sways the ball back and forth, pendulum style. Clickety-clack go those little marbles on your desk in silver, driving your coworkers crazy. But now he goes to work on the left-hand side, takes his way all the way to the hole, layup good. Ole, said the Monarch defense. Ole. Here's Thomas. Hubbard goes to the left-hand corner to Wiggins, back to Scotty. Now they work to battle at the top of the circle. 1:23 to go, 75-71. Here's Casey Shaw on the left wing. Penetrates, has his pocket picked by Diaz with 1:15 to go. LJ goes for the steal. Fouls, but doesn't get called either time. Lewis into the front court, wheeling and dealing his way like a downhill skier through Monarch defenders. Doesn't draw the foul, gets to the hole, layup good. And where the defense is going is beyond me.
How that play was able to happen, Ted, he went through the entire defense.
Davis back in the lineup with 56 seconds to go. The Monarchs trailing 77-71. Monarchs are 7 for 24 from three-point range tonight. ULM 3 for 20, and our three-point field goal coverage is brought to you by Cooper Hurley. No need to worry. Call Cooper Hurley, 333-3333. 56 seconds to go. ULM leads 77-71. This is a Warhawks team that comes in 3-20, 0-11 in Sun Belt Conference play. Are they on the verge of their very first league win of the year? First league win for new coach Phil Cunningham? That answer is coming up. Monarch basketball postgame show is also coming up. This will be a tough one. I mean, this will be a tough one because the Monarchs getting bashed on the boards by a team that lost both its best rebounders, one to foul trouble in the first half, the other injury, and Rayners Saunders has not returned. Lavelle Broadnex has been saddled by foul trouble, but he's got his 7th double-double of the year with 19 points and 11 boards. Off the offensive glass, they have been a terror, this Warhawk team, and the Monarch defense has just been horrendous for most of the way.
Well, and Ted, we must have missed a foul, or because Swanton Rogers back in the game now, so that must have been his 4th on that last foul, and I don't know where there was confusion on the stat sheet.
Well, I thought he had 3, thought he had just gotten his 4th, but
Well, I don't know. Now it looks like he's not in, so I'm confused at what went on. He just went to check in, and now he's back at the bench.
It'll be Thomas, Battle, Shaw, Davis, and Wiggins on the floor for Mike Jones and the Monarchs. 56 seconds to go. ODU basketball down 77-71. Inbounds play comes to Shaw, now to LJ. Left-hand side, Battle. Battle takes it all the way to the hole. He's tripped on his way there by Russell. And it'll be 2 free throws for Jordan Battle as the Warhawks, like Old Dominion, in the double bonus. 50.7 seconds to go. Clock stopped. Battle to the line, where he is 2 for 4 tonight. He's got 19 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. First free throw, no good.
Well, you're going to go back and you're going to look at the rebounding, Ted, and you're going to look at the foul shooting. And even with the Monarchs playing as poorly as they did, those 2 areas are going to really stand out.
One more for Jordan Battle. Up with the right hand. This one's good. Gets him to the 20-point plateau. Monarchs down 5, 77-72. Hubbard in, Davis out for the Monarchs. Diaz dancing on the baseline, trying to get the ball in. He does, but Wiggins gets a piece of it. No, Lewis saves it. And we've got a timeout called by Phil Cunningham.
Yeah, smart call by Coach Cunningham there.
48.2 seconds to go. Monarch basketball postgame show to follow. Jack Lowe will get you caught up with all the Sun Belt scores, including the ODU women's team. They're playing down in Lafayette, Louisiana. Ruston's where Louisiana Tech is, Ted. They're not in the league yet. We'll get that score and other action from Jack Lowe. We'll get you our checkered flag play of the game. I'm hoping it's still to come with some type of circus resolution to this thing.
Well, right now they can't run the baseline here, Ted. So
and here's Cal back in the game. So
right. So, but I would imagine you're going to see at least one of the Warhawks try to go long here to try to loosen up the defense because the Monarchs have so many guys up in the backcourt.
Broadnex and Malafeeve stand on the midcourt stripe. Meanwhile, Diaz will be tasked with throwing this ball in beyond the outstretched arms of 7-foot center Cal Swanton-Roger. They bring it in, get the ball to Russell. He throws it away to Shaw. Shaw turns, lays it up and in. 16 for KC, 77-74, 43.2 to go.
Well, I have no idea what they were doing on that play. They just threw the ball right back to the Monarchs.
So ULM is doing whatever it can to hand this thing back to Old Dominion, who did the previous honor of being too hospitable to their guests from Lafayette. Well, well, well. Do you just play straight-up defense without fouling? You haven't been able to do that the whole half.
Well, I think they're still going to be up in the backcourt, Ted. They're going to try to get them to make another mistake. But I would agree with you. Once you get it over, I think you want to try to guard the whole possession without fouling. It's a one-possession game right now.
13.2-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Again, the possession arrow favors ULM. Both teams in the double bonus. Each team with one timeout remaining. Diaz to inbound. There'll be pressure, full court pressure in the backcourt. KC Shaw on the inbounder. Everybody else is lined up just about the foul line. And we'll see what else we've got going on.
Well, I think they're arguing that there was a held ball when there was a foul or a timeout given to ULM. So I think they have the arrow the right way.
Favoring ULM.
Correct.
They will hand the ball to the junior, Dylan Diaz. He's got it. He's got it. He's still got it. He's still got it. Still got it. Finally throws the ball in and finds Broadnex. Broadnex plows into Jordan Battle. They call a block on Battle. Oh, it was a runaway locomotive that Battle got in front of and blasted over him.
You have to give him credit on that, but that is as dumb a basketball play by Broadnex. They're going to foul him. I don't know where he thinks he's going there.
Jordan was backing up, and he still gets whistled for the foul. His second. Broadnex to the line for two. It's a 3-point game with 40.5 seconds to go. Broadnex has been cooking from the line. This one is good. 2-possession game. Davis Jr. in, Hubbard out for Mike Jones and the Monarchs. One more free throw from Broadnex, who is 6 for 7 from the stripe. Missed early in the contest. Not much since. Second free throw, good. 21 for Broadnex. Inbounds, they roll it toward L.J. Thomas, and he picks it up just over the midcourt stripe. Right-hand side, Battle fakes the three, now takes the three from the wing and doesn't make it. Rebound comes down to Wiggins, who lays it in with 33 seconds to go, 79-76. Same scenario as before, just fewer seconds to play with. And we've got a whistle and a foul will go against Old Dominion, and that means M.J. Russell will go to the line. He just bricked his last two.
Well, and Jordan Battle just kind of pushed him. It's probably a good idea because I think you don't want Lewis or Broadnex going to the line.
Russell tonight is 1 for 4 from the foul line. He'll get 2 now with his team up 3 and 32.5 seconds on the clock. And what are they going to look at here?
I don't know.
They decide to review this and not the obvious goaltending call.
I don't know if they're going to be looking at an intentional foul or they're looking at the clock or what.
They're over there in the replay area.
Well, and it was a situation where, Battle and Russell were, didn't have the ball. So if he just pushed him with two hands, they could call anything here. They could call a foul, an intentional foul, and give the ball back to Monroe.
Monarch basketball, presented in part by Diamonds Direct. ODU Athletics Seat for Service Members program is presented by Diamonds Direct. It's aimed to offer Monarch fans a unique opportunity to give back. The Diamonds Direct Seats for Service Members program supports military members throughout the Hampton Roads community by sponsoring tickets to ODU athletic events. Every donation of $10 ensures that a seat is made available to local military groups. Join us in expressing gratitude to those who serve our community each and every day through the Diamonds Direct Seats for Service Members program. All right, Dennis, what's the verdict?
I think the verdict is he's going to shoot the free throws here, Ted, and
Needs to miss for the Monarchs to have a shot here. Again, Russell's 1 for 4 from the line.
And if he does miss, Ted, they have to rebound the ball. They haven't done that on a couple of these.
First one is good. He's got 20 now. More time. 80-76 ULM, 33.1 seconds to go. Up with the right hand, that's good. So he goes 2 for 2 at crunch time. Monarchs inbounded to Jordan Battle. He's into the front court on the right-hand side. Picks up the dribble. Nothing doing there. Throws the ball away. Turnover. Shot clock off. Monarchs are going to lose to a team that was winless in the league coming in. Foul in the backcourt, 23.3. So many soft as a baby's bottom passes against active defenses that are doing nothing but wanting to intercept your ball. And when you don't ball fake or anything like that, when you telegraph in a way that would make Samuel Morse blush, you're going to turn it over and you're going to give your opposition an opportunity to come into your house and beat you for their first league win. Lewis to the line. First one, good.
Well, you said it earlier, Ted, and I think you're right. Monroe deserved to win the game. They played harder, start to finish. They played together. They played with more of a purpose.
2 for 2 from the line goes Christian Lewis. 83-76. 22 seconds to go. Battle from the right-hand side. Brings it back to Thomas. Thomas to Jordan. Fires a deep right wing three that's good. This is nothing but cosmetic, folks. Don't get all excited. It's 83-79 with 13.8 seconds to go. I'd like to think better miracles are going to happen here, but I just don't see it. But they'll take a timeout, the final one. And with 13.8 seconds to go, it's a 2-possession ball game. ULM has had a tendency to cough it up these last couple of moments and give the Monarchs a shot in this thing, and we'll see if they do that again.
Well, they'd almost have to cough it up twice, Ted. I think if they get it in and get fouled, that'll probably be, the end of the game.
Under Armour, proud to outfit Old Dominion University basketball in the world's most innovative footwear, uniforms, and training gear. Visit UA.com today to see Under Armour's full range of performance gear and footwear. Team gathered around their respective coaches, both in action in the MAC Sun Belt Challenge this Saturday. The Monarchs will host Ohio here with a 7 o'clock tip-off Saturday night. And meanwhile, the Warhawks will be back in Monroe, and they will host Ball State Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Monarchs came out lethargically, if you're just joining us. Fell behind by as many as 11 in the first half, trailed 34-26 at intermission. Battled back to tie the basketball game at 39, but not much has gone right since then. Diaz to inbound, throws it in. Lewis has the basketball in the corner. He's fouled by Zach Wiggins with 12 seconds to go, and will walk to the other end. Tonight from the foul line, the Warhawks are 26 for 34. That's 76%. Old Dominion, 19 for 29. That's 65%. This half, ULM is 18 for 21 shooting free throws. The Monarchs are 13 for 20. Lewis with a game-high 26 points gets 2 more free throws here. First one's good.
He's been the best player on the floor all night, Ted. I mean, he's been under control. He's got his teammates involved.
26 points, Dennis. 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Second one is up, and that's good. 85-79, 12 seconds to go. Battle has it on the right-hand side. He'll stop and step back and fire a long three, and that one's short. The rebound comes down to Diaz, and he heads it in front to Lewis. He's not going to shoot it again, and that's the ball game. Final score from Chartway Arena in Norfolk. ULM 85, Old Dominion 79. Monarch basketball post-game show next on the ODU Sports Network.
Your flagship home for ODU
Thanks for
basketball.
joining us.
WVS
That'll do it.
PFM HD1.
We'll see you Saturday, hopefully with a better
Sports
result.
Radio 94.1.
Good night from Chartway Arena.
This
Again, the final.
presentation of Old Dominion
ULM
basketball
85,
has been presented
Old
by our
Dominion
Team Monarch partners.
79.
Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending with pride.